Just check if we are live on. YouTube. Oh, there we go. Yes, there we are. Just found it. We are live by the looks of it. Yes, indeed we are. Yeah, we are live. So then, good start there. Good evening. Oh God. Right, let me rephrase that. It's been a few weeks since I last commentated here. I'm a bit rusty. Good afternoon, and welcome then to the first stream of 2022 on the Adrenaline Racing Community. Round 2 coming out for the 400 laps endurance race. Live at the brilliant Interlagos circuit. My name is Savvy, and joining me in the booth is a person who is brand new into the commentating booth, so it'll be nicely appreciated if you give some love in the chat. It's Mr. Kicker Duke. How are you doing, Kick?
Hello. Hello, good to be here. Glad to be here.
We're
ready for this race.
I'll call you Duke for short, because I don't know about Kicker Duke. It could be, I don't know, it could be quite offensive. I don't know. I don't want to kick anyone, but you know.
That's fine.
So then, we're just about to get qualifying underway, which should happen in about 4 minutes' time. But Interlagos, a track that we've raced here many times before. What's your views on it?
The track is a beautiful course. It's, of course, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Lots and lots of tradition at this course here. Formula One racing championships. I mean, you can't go wrong with this course. The turns are amazing. The uphill, the downhill, everything here is going to be real tight racing and lots of fun. I'm super excited. Yeah,
we've had some great ARC races back in the past here before. You know, the famous one that I remember. Oh, Guzas, the new driver, just running a little wide out of, just losing it in the centre S's here. Yeah, the most famous race that I can recall was back at the season 4 one when Kolbu won on the last lap by passing Chile and getting his first win and became the first American to win in an ARC race. Just to let you know here, I'm just showing the streaming for Lobby B. It's just because there's like some drivers that, no disrespect to them, that we probably won't get to see in the main streamed event, so it's just to take turns in that, if you will. So we're just seeing Lobby B qualifying, and Duke's going to be coverage in Lobby A qualifying. For those that are new watching this, this championship, it's 15 minutes qualifying, and the top 14, the fastest 14 will get to be in the Lobby A race. That will be the streamed event, and then the unfortunate ones that missed out on it will be racing in Lobby B, which will be this one. Obviously, I'll be moving to Lobby A just for the race itself. 80 laps, around 5 rounds. That's why it's called the 400 Laps Endurance Championship. Tyre wear is on ×3. Fuel wear is on ×2. Drivers can use 2 sets of softs, a mediums and a hard. So they've got to use all hard compound tyres. And they can also have a break in between. They can have a maximum of 10 minutes. They can do it in one stop, where they could use the 10 minutes, or they can use 2 stops, where they can make 2 5-minute breaks. So we'll have a look at some of the drivers then in Lobby B. So this is Guzas. This is a new driver. I'm guessing he just passed his rookie test. We saw Nico last time out at Fuji a month ago. There's Antibiotic, who we've seen many times before. A couple of drivers then leaving and all that, must be having some disconnection issues. Antibiotic there. One of a couple of South Africans. Garnell was also in this field. There's a look then at Orloz. He's driving the BMW. Orloz making a return. First time in a few months, actually, Orloz. So nice to see him out on the track. There's a look at Garnell for Racing Asylum. And he's driving the Aston around here. Then you've got Jake Mellon. We only seen him not too long ago in the British touring cars. There he is. He's driving the quite a fluorescent orange Lexus with a Among Us character. Well, that's a disappointment there. What Bob in a blue Ferrari? That's unheard of. A Ferrari in blue. Oh, careful. Don't want to touch the AstroTurf out there. Then we've got the Furious 2, who won the Lobby B race at Fuji a month ago by a pretty convincing margin as well. And we've also got the Baldy one, who was very impressive in the Lobby A race, finished very well in that one in Lobby B. So he's got every chance to go fast enough and make it into Lobby A, currently setting the fastest time in practice. Anyone else that I have missed out there? We've got, oh, there's Slimmy Cam driving the Porsche. And again, why not Sean still having their disconnection issues there. You've got the Furious 2. Oh, sorry, we've already said him. My apologies there. Nico, I've already said. I think I've pretty much covered everything out of there. Yes, I think I do. Yeah. So who's in Lobby A then for qualifying, Duke?
Okay, looking at the lineup here. Oh, they just reset the lobby. We have... Oh, they're changing the settings.
Yeah, I think they're just going to get qualifying underway in Lobby A, so I think that's what they're doing right now. We're just still having a bit of problems in Lobby B as Defiant is coming. Kurt666 is in. Nice to see Kurt in there. Hopefully it's not too still sore after beating him in the last round of the BTCC.
Nice.
11 people watching. Oh, go on.
Looking at the racers here, we've got Crow Magner in the very purple VW bug, looking nice out there.
Very traditional Crow.
We've got Arc Robo. We have Ismail Truth here, coming around in the Corvette, looking good. Of course, Goofy in his, I don't even know if it's color changing or what the paint job is, but it's real nice looking. I like his paint job. We've got Hallex over here in the white.
That'd be the GTR.
Yeah, they're looking real nice. That's probably my favorite looking car. The GTR is real nice looking. Then we've got Cyan, or how do you say that? Cyanan?
How'd you spell it? Let me.
Cyanan.
Oh yes, Cyan. I think is he another new driver in this series? I'm trying to look here. Cyan Coach 14. Yeah, I think he's a new driver. He didn't race at Fuji. No, so he's another new driver. Lots of new drivers then in the second round.
Lots of new drivers. These are the Mercedes. We have a lot of different vehicles coming up here. So Amigiano, of course, who's always fun to watch. And Rascal's in Lobby 8 here in the Puget. Looking good coming around in black. Gecko Racer is also in this lobby, driving the BMW today.
Watch out for him because he could be a threat to win this race because not too long ago in the ARC World Cup, the Lobby A event, Gecko Racer actually won here in that BMW, the very same car. So he could be a threat to Halex's challenge here and to Rascal too.
Nice.
And we've got... Also got Ben.
Up, let's see, Kev Laro is here as well in the blue and orange. I think that's an Aston Martin.
Aston Martin, yeah.
Yeah, that's looking real nice. What a paint job on that.
The old Golf livery that was, I said, at Fuji.
Yeah, that's a nice one right there. We've got Eric's Javi, or Javi, I'm not sure. He's also in the VW Bug, looking pretty good here on the track. It's all blacked out. We've got Trey Meister. Meister's in the blue Corvette out there.
Hopefully he's not going to disconnect because he had that win at Fuji before, like I said, disconnecting. Qualifying in Lobby B is just about to get underway. Yeah, he did have a solid lead and then, yeah, the disconnection happened and, yeah, pretty much thrown a win away, but, you know, nothing that Trey could have done now. So we've got qualifying then underway in Lobby B. Also, Benjamin's in the chat saying, welcome to the booth, Duke, have fun.
Right.
We've got 8 people watching the stream now. We did have 11. Don't forget, give this race a thumbs up. It'd be highly appreciated. And if you want to take part in this as well, we do have a Discord link. I don't know if it's in the description. I'm not too sure. But you're more than welcome to join us there. I'll put you through a rookie test, and then if you pass that rookie test, it'll be like 2 races at whatever track it will be. And you know, if the admins deemed you clean enough, then you are eligible to be competing in any of these championships. There's a lot of people then a little bit dangerous around there, going up towards the what corner was that there? I'll try to get my track map back up again. Ferradura, as it looks like there's a lot of drivers then fuel burning in this qualifying. And there is a look then at the fight. That's a lovely looking livery with the chrome green, if you will. Hopefully he'll make it into Lobby A, because that's a stunning looking livery.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
There we go. And we did see someone else that joined in too. Yeah, Kurt666, there he is, and he's driving the Porsche as well. DD Rangers joined, so hopefully he was going to be there. This bit here is very tight and twisty here, quite narrow too, so if there's people fuel burning, they've got to move out of the way though. Looks like Nico is fuel burning, but he's pretty much on the racing line, so he's going to hamper Kurt's run up Yunkao. So qualifying has just got underway. What's happening then in Lobby A then, Duke?
Looks like we've got lots of people fuel burning right now. Let's see. Nobody really running a lap right now. Looks like Goofy might be ready to go though.
So no one set a time yet then in Lobby A, as we're riding on board then with the new guy Guzas, as he makes his way into Ferradura and then into Turn 7. Larangina, and then into Turn 8. No name this one. Take a lot of carbon through that corner. And then into Pinadino Turn 9. Carefully treading on the throttle. And now into Pico de Panto Turn 10. Again, we've got to really go full on the curb there. Not really using all of the track there. You could have used a lot of the curb. But still, you know, he's just new into this championship. He'll learn as the race goes on. Now into Juncao, slightly downhill. Then you go uphill. Power on right now, and then away you go, up the brow of the hill, up across the start finish line, and let's see what Guzas time will be. 2 penalty burns around this track coming up right here. This is the first of 2, and the other one is after the Curva del Sol, the little short straight away, the Reta Opista. So Guzas crosses the line with a 1:31.715, puts him provisionally on pole position. Wob and Orloz there. Orloz is going to get a tow, and he will go to the point with a 1:30.994. Wob goes third, nearly 8 tenths slower than Orloz's time. Is Antibiotic, and the Jag crosses the line, does a 1:32.362. That puts him fourth on the grid. Jake Melling is 9 thousandths slower than Antibiotic, and Defiant crosses the line, does a 1:41. Oh well, he might have been fuel burning on that lap. Slimmy Cam just making his way out of Yuncao and then across the start finish line in that Porsche. And Slimmy Cam, who made Lobby A last month at Fuji, can he make it again in Interlagos? Does a 1:48, so he must have fuel burned on that lap. As Garnell has improved, he's gone to 7th place in the Aston, 1:33.215. So at the moment then, Orloz is setting the pace with a 1:30.994. Guzas second, 7 tenths behind him, and Wob in third in the light blue Ferrari. Nearly 8 tenths slower than Orloz's time. Kurt goes fourth in the Porsche, half a second slower in the Wob, 1:32.292 for the Irish driver. So we've got a few times here and there. So any more news going on then in Lobby A, Duke?
I mean, I don't see any times popping up, and there's not a fastest lap either, so I don't think they started.
Have you got the menu thing pop up? Have you got the thing on? You go to spectator options and then go to displace race info, and then go to display all, and then you'll see a lot of that. You'll see everything then.
Oh, there we go. That's helpful.
There we go. That helps. So now you get to see the times now.
Now I can actually see times. Yeah, okay. So looking at the times here, Rascal set a great time. He's 1:30 and .214 here. Ran a great lap, so he looks to be in first place in this lobby. Alex is right behind him with the 1:30, and that's .224, so they are neck and neck in their times right there. That's real close. And then right behind him is 1:30.449, and that's going to be Kevlaro, looking good in the blue and orange car. Let's see, Trey Meister's behind him, 1:30.64. Let's see, Diane is right behind him at 1:30.68. Ismail's in 6 at 130.889. All these guys are running times so close to each other. I mean, let's see, the top 1, 2, 3, the top 8 are separated by less than a second. Goofy's coming in 7th there. We've got Emidriano 9th, Robo's 10th, TS Baps in 11th. And then let's see, we've got Bobby in 12th, Gecko Racer in 13th, and RX Javi coming in with the slowest lap at 238.26.
Yeah, he'll be fuel burning with that time there. Surprised to see Bobby down there at the back of the pack, although because he finished 2nd at Fuji, so I don't know if that Lamborghini is going to be working here, especially in the second half of the track where it's just tight and twisty, lots of tight, slow corners. It's going to be tricky for Bobby to reach the heights of 2nd place, if you will. But he did qualify not so good at Fuji, but did work up to that 2nd spot. As I look then at the Baldy one, he is still fuel burning. We're nearly halfway through the qualifying here. Wiley is 13th because he's also fuel burning as well. And it looks like is the Furious 2 in that Dodge Viper. DD Ranger has finally managed to get into the lobby. There he is. He's driving the Aston. There he is. Oh, a little bit sideways there. Just going into Junkao. Again, DD just still learning on that wheel, so he's getting better and better. Gaining more confidence as the Furious 2 moves out of his way. Nice and cleanly. It's a shame that we're not seeing Lateral in this race there. Lateral when he drove that big shouty Mazda. Looks like he hasn't signed up for it, which is a shame there. So Ranger crosses the line, goes 11, 5 seconds off the pace. I'm sure he will go a lot more quicker, but I think he also came into this qualifying a little bit too, a couple of minutes late, so he'll have like an extra lap or two. We also noticed too that Slimmy Cam went 2nd quickest when Duke was calling out the times in Lobby A. He is 3 tenths slower than Olos in the BMW. Looks like the BMW is maybe quite suited around this track. I did mention Gecko Racer winning the World Cup Lobby A race at this track. I think also in the Lobby C race it was won by a BMW driver. I can't remember who it was. Ray Balanta, I think it was. So the BMWs are very suited around this track. Nico goes 3rd now, 131.379 in the Toyota. What's the cut-off time then? Who's close to Orlos's time of a 130.994? Like, who's behind that time?
Let's see, behind that time. We have... said 994, so we're going to have Emidriano's right now. His fastest lap is 130.999.
Oh, so 5 thousandths slower than Orlos's time. So Orlos... And what position was Emidriano in?
He's in 9th right now.
In 9th position, so Orlos technically is going to be 8th as it stands now. He may go faster in that BMW, never know. But again, it's all to what Defiant and that or Wiley can do, or Baldy, because they're still fuel burning. Well, maybe not Baldy. He's going for it right now, is he? Oh, he's going to go into the pits. So it's going to be about 5 more minutes to go, and Baldy's going to set at least a couple of laps, put on a fresh set of soft tyres and see what he can do, as is Wiley as well in that Pringles AMG. And I think the Furious will also go too. Yep, indeed he is. But is he going to go out? No, he's going to stay on the track and do a fast lap and see where he will go. Out goes, that's one of the cars coming out on the pits. That might be the rookie Italian driver, isn't it? Guzan, I think that might is. Is that? Yep, Guzan, sorry. Yep, just coming out there. Doing a good job so far. 5th fastest in that Lexus. I think he's the best placed of the Lexuses. Out goes Wob Bob. He's putting on a new set of soft tyres. As we've got 5 minutes to go until the end of qualifying. Orlos still with the fastest time, but the gap is slowly coming down now. Slimmy Cam has improved again to 131.258, so he's gained half a tenth on Orlos's fastest lap time. Nico 3rd, Wob Bob 4th, Guzas 5th, Kurt 66 in 6th, Garnell in 7th, Antibiotic in 8th, Jake Mellon in 9th, Defiant in 10th. 1.5 seconds off Orlos's time. DD Ranger in 11th, who's just crossing the line, and goes 3 tenths quicker. Not enough to improve to 10th, but gained at least 3 tenths alone. And Furious, Wiley and Baldy, they are now setting their quick laps. Looks like the Furious is just making his way out of Yun Cao. Haven't seen what his times are, so let's see what Furious can do as he makes his way up the long straightaway and then into the start finish straight. Hug the inside line. Fastest lap is a 1:30.994. He's not going to beat that, but he goes 4th fastest. 1:31.481 for Furious.
Nice. Something about Furious that you guys might not know is he does not have a driver's license in real life. He does not drive cars in real life. But here he is going 100 miles an hour plus on the track. Just
on a video game. Yeah, on a video game.
Yeah, I mean, if they gave him a license, that man would be unstoppable. They probably won't do it. He's too fast.
Right, let's see what Baldy is. Is he going to be... He's a 10th. I think he might be purple, actually, in the first sector. So we'll keep an eye out there on Baldy as he makes his way out of 5 to Interlagos. And he's got, that is 7th place now, Guzan. So there's been a bit more changes then in through the field. Who would that be? Antibiotic improved to 5th. He's got a 1:31.605. But I want to keep an eye out. Oh, he's actually they picked up a penalty, so he's not going to improve that time. He's going to have at least maybe 2 more laps left. But all eyes then on Baldy. I think he was purple in the first sector. He was a 10th up on All Odds' time. He was the fastest man in practice, trying to get Magulo all right then, and he's blue. It looks like he is improving, but not purple in sector 2. So Baldy is going to have at least 2 more laps in to see if he can improve on his time. He's just going to hug the inside line then out of 15. I'm not going to say the name because it's an absolutely atrocious name now I'm going to even commentate on. And he crosses the line 36 thousandths slower than All Odds' time. Goes second though. But I feel that Baldy does have at least a couple of attempts in that bag in the AMG. Now, what does Wiley do? Wiley does 9th place, a 1:31.648. But I think he's just going to have time to do another lap in. As Furious comes into the pit lane, or coming out of the pits, my apologies. Any improvements then? Any times improved in Lobby A then, Duke?
Times have improved slightly. The top 5 spots have actually stayed the same, but their times have gotten better, and it looks like we're almost done here with most of the qualifying laps. Let me see if there's anybody left to run. Looks like Bobby might still be... He's coming out of the pits. He might be running a lap, but let's look here. We've got... let's see... Oh, okay, they've changed now. Up in first, we've got Cyan. Looks like... Oh, no, that's not the first one. They're moving people around right now, so give me a second. Yeah. 31, 2...
Oh, while you're doing that there, someone has had an off there. That's DD Ranger going off at Curva del Sol. And someone else has gone off at the Senna S's. Who could that be? Slimmy Cam's gone to the point. 1:30.851. So Slimmy Cam in the Porsche has gone into pole position in Lobby B. It'll be good enough to make it into Lobby A with that 1:30.851. I'm just checking to see who is off at the Senna S's. It's Nico. Nico with the Toyota. 5th fastest. Looks like he is not going to improve on his 1:31.379 as we've got 10 minutes to go until the end of qualifying. So back to you, Duke, then.
Yeah, so what we have pole position right now is Cyan, and he came in at 1:30.264. Then we've got Kevlaro in second, Trey Meister behind him, Gecko Racer in 4th, Crow Magner coming in 5th place with 1:30.485. Then we've got Ismail behind him in 6th, Goofy's in 7th with that beautiful paint job, Emiliano's in 8th. Bobby did finish his lap. Not sure. They've placed him at 9th here, but I don't see his time. Eric's is in 10th right now with 1:31.085. Robo's behind him in 11th. Halleck's in 12th. Rascal is in 13th. It looks like Hallex and Rascal had better times from what I saw than what they're showing here, so I'm not sure what they're calculating now, but that's how it stands here.
Yeah, so good lap time then for Slimmy Cam as he goes to the pole. So 1:30.851. So who's close to that time? Who's just ahead of that time then for the 1:30.851 in Lobby A.
Yeah, let me see. So we have right behind him at 1:30.861 is Goofy. And then 1:30.724 is Ismail. So he'd be in between those.
Right, so Slimmy Cam looks like he's definitely going to make it. I think Holos might make it too. Baldy won only third quickest there. Oh, Sean has just joined the room again when qualifying is over. Don't know if Baldy's doing another lap in or what. I'm not too sure, but he's 4 attempts down anyway. So he's just going to go a careering off then. So that is the end of qualifying. So we'll have a look then at the live timing. So Slimmy Cam had the fastest time in Lobby B, 1:30.851. Orlo's second with a 1:30.994. Pretty much led qualifying up until the latter stages of it. Baldy won in third, didn't improve because he did have a 9/10 penalty that last lap there in qualifying, but still 1:31.030 might be good enough to make it in. Furious 2 improved to 4th place, just about half a attempt slower than Baldy's time. Guzas the rookie, good effort from him, 1:31.121 and the fastest of the Lexus. Nico 6th with a 1:30.379, Antibiotic with a 1:31.595. 7,000 quicker than Bob in the Ferrari, 1:31.602, who was 300 quicker than Kurt in the second of the Porsches with a 1:31.636, who was 12,000 quicker than Wiley Coyote in the AMG. Defiant finished with a 1:32.083 in the Jaguar. Then you got Garnell in the DBR9 and the Aston Martin there, 1:32.808. And then we should have had Jake Melling in 13th place, 1:32.371, and DD Ranger rounding up the field, 1:32.808. But his times were getting better and better as qualifying went on. So, what was the slowest time in Lobby A?
Let's see. The slowest time over here looks like not in order. Okay. 30. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be 1:31.230. Looks like the slowest lap. And that is TS BAP in the Corvette.
Oh, so TS BAP might not make the show because we've got at least four drivers actually better than that. 4 drivers better than that. Furious, Baldy, Orlos, and Slimmy Cam. So TS BAP, who we saw battling with his clanmate at Fuji for 4th place, looks like he's not going to be making Lobby A by the looks of it. A few big names, they're not going to be making it. Who's above them?
TS BAP, I think this is his first season, and he's from Canada. Above him is Rascal, but I don't
Rascal.
like the... Yeah, but they've placed him with a weird time, so I don't know. The next slowest time after...
He's went into the pits. So when the car goes into the pits, his time will be at the bottom. But as Kevlaro said in the chat, the top 3 is actually Hallex, Rascal, and Sinan. So that was the top 3 in Lobby A.
Nice. So
what the stewards will do is they'll tot up all of the times and see who will make it into Lobby A, which will take at least hopefully not as long. So while we have this break then, you've been left out a questionnaire for a few of these drivers, so let's get some of their inputs in then.
Yeah, I did. I sent out a questionnaire to some of these drivers here.
Let's hear what they have to say.
Yeah, let's see. Who should we pick on today? Let's talk about Bobby. R.A. Bobby. What is he driving today? He's in the Hurricane, the GT3.
The Lambo.
Yeah, so the GT3 there.
Where did he end up?
Let's see. Bobby right now is sitting, well, it says it's an 8th, but he's at 1:31.054 currently.
1:31.054, okay. I think he'll be starting deep in the field, though, but I think he's just made it into Lobby A.
Nice. Well, Bobby is from Brampton, Cambridgeshire, and his real name is Bob, so an appropriate username here. He does say that he is a Daft Punk fan, a cat lover, and this guy is 6 feet 8 inches tall. This is a tall dude. I wonder what his racing rig looks like.
That'll be like huge.
Yeah. So he says this is his first league that he's been in. He likes racing for ARC. Let's see. He says he doesn't have any racing history in real life, but he does like to race RC cars, 1/10 scale, and those are a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys have ever used those.
Remote controls, yeah, I've heard, yeah.
Oh yeah, RC cars are a blast, and you can make tracks for them and everything. Let's see. He likes F1. He supports Alpine and Alonso. He was inspired to get into racing and become a driver from his dad.
Okay.
Yeah, and a little bit about his racing rig. You know, a lot of these drivers, they have different kinds of equipment, everything from, you know, pre-built to homemade constructed. But Bobby here has a Thrustmaster TGT with TLCM pedals mounted on a GT Omega Pro rig with a TH8A shifter and, of course, a snack tray attached for pork pies. The snack tray comes in clutch. You know, that's... You know, sometimes I'd get rid of the shifter and just another snack tray. I'll take 2 snack trays.
I think it would be doing with this being a massive endurance race. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I hope he's got a drinks table too.
Oh, I know, man. These guys gonna be driving for a couple hours straight, and they only get a 10-minute break. So let's hope that they've gone to the bathroom before they left the pit. Let's see here. He does enjoy, when he's not racing, what he likes to play is Magic the Gathering, or he grooms his cats. His cats must have really long hair. His favorite car to drive in GT Sport is this exact car, the Lambo Hurricane GT3. So he's in here, he's in his element, he likes the car. We hope to see some good things from him today.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that at Fuji in the first round. He was absolutely brilliant in that. So, yeah, kind of defied the odds there with a Lamborghini finishing that high up. I've never seen a Lambo. I don't think I can recall the times I've commentated seeing a Lambo finishing second place at all in a streamed event. Not that I can recall of.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on him. Should be good racing out there today.
Any more?
I mean, I got stuff from everybody. You wanna pick a person? We can cover all kinds of drivers. Hey, let's get somebody from Lobby B.
What about who's put one in for Lobby B? Because I don't know.
Yeah, let's see what you got there. We've got Orlos. We've got Orlos here. We've got Rager, Wabob.
Let's go Wabob. Yeah, let's go
Wabob. All right, let's see.
I'm guessing his first name's Bob.
You know what? His first name is Bob. Another appropriate name here. But only his mother is allowed to call him Robert, so please don't call him Robert. Bob is from Yorkshire, England. Let's see. He says, sadly, he's very uninteresting. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Let's see here. He says he's been racing for 10 months with ARC. Which is good. He's been a member for 10 months and raced in the MEM Championship, finishing 2nd overall with a win at Alsace Reverse. And I think, if I remember, he also was in the BTTC Championship that I watched, the previous championship that ARC did. Let's see. He says, in real life, he drives an Audi TT, and he's an avid armchair fan of any motorsport. So he's watching NASCAR, he's watching F1, he's watching, go-karts, he's watching it all. Let's see, he says he started sim racing in August of 2020, and before that he was never involved in any other motorsport, so that's interesting. Let's talk a little bit about his rig. He uses a Thrustmaster T300RS and the TLCM pedals. Playseat Evolution. Okay, so he has a pre-built playseat rig, and I have a Thrustmaster. I think it's great. The TLCM pedals are really good too. And let's see, his favorite driver is Lewis Hamilton, and he loves F1 racing. That's preferably what he likes. He was inspired to become a driver and start racing during the lockdown to pass the time, and he ended up basically falling in love with it.
Yeah.
Let's see. His best racing memory is his first online daily race win. That was in Alsace Village in a Puget 208 GTI. There's always something special about the first win you get. You never forget about it. He says his favorite car to drive in GT Sport is the Audi Nitro VGT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've driven that one very often.
I also forgot that he raced in the Renault Clios when he did that guest race at Goodwood. Yeah, we all loved his name there, Wob Bob. I mean, that was the first time we seen him. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be making the Lobby A race, but we'll definitely see Wob Bob in the future, anyways, in future ARC events. What about Orlos then? Let's go see Orlos in the Beamer.
All right, let's move. Let's see, Orlos. Orlos is from Georgia in the United States, and his real name is TJ. He loves music and art and cars, so very well-rounded here. Let's see, he's been racing in art for a year. In real life, he dabbles in kart racing sometimes. Kart racing is fun. Those things, they have some get up and go. They go fast.
We've actually got a few people in art that does actually do race, and I think Mermaid is one of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't remember if there's anyone else that does some, but I know Mermaid is definitely one of them. Lateral has had some kart racing in the past. I don't know if he still does it now, but yeah, we got a few drivers that do some actual racing in this.
I know that T.S. Babb grew up in Germany, and he was actually driving the Porsche on the Autobahn, which, I mean, hey, I'd love to get on there and just open up any one of those cars. That'd be a lot of fun. All right, let's see. For Orlos here, let's see what we got. So he said he's got a first podium at GTSL or SRL S40. So that's nice. So a bit about his setup. He's got for his racing rig, he has a T150, which is a Thrustmaster, mounted to his desk that he got from a dumpster. So dumpster finds are legit, guys. You can build things. Sometimes you get a snack. You never know what you're going to find in there. And then he says his pedals don't stay put. So beware.
Well, that's a problem.
If you get a dumpster desk, you might want to get some zip ties for the pedals.
That could be a bit of a problem. That is, yeah.
Yeah, and let's see. Orlos here says that he likes all categories of motorsport and WEC, and his favorite team is Corvette Racing. I asked him, how'd you get inspired to become a driver? He said he did a lot of Nuremberg track lobbies some time ago, and he wanted to be better as a racer and categories and all the categories and circuits. So I just, basically fell in love with it and just wanted to be good at it. And that's one thing I really like about GT Sport, how competitive you can be in all these different cars, all the different driving styles. Everybody can come here and be competitive, and I love that. Let's see. He says he always wanted to get better. Obviously, only a select few can be the best, but never give up, and one day it could be you. He says that he wants to be a lot faster than he is by the end of the year. That's his goal. And just a little tidbit here, he's in a band with his friends, and he's a drummer. He is a drummer. Okay. He's in a band. So if you guys need a cover band, let him know.
Right then, so there you go. That's all odds there for you. Still waiting for qualifying times to come up there. Just seen some other people in the chat. We've got 14 people watching it now. Ray Dominguez is saying, hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing, Ray? Said it was a bit of a shame not to see you out on track in your Beamer yet again. I'm actually kind of disappointed that the RA boys are not here. We always have some love from the Racing Asylum team. They also have some good chat good banter in the chat there. I'm surprised not to see any of them there. Not unless they totally forgot about it, but hopefully we'll see some AR guys in the chat and hopefully supporting their drivers, like Garnell. Hopefully, because I think Garnell's definitely going to be in Lobby C. I've only just noticed that his registration trait is meant to say bad driver. No, you're not a bad driver, Garnell. You're fine. You're a good driver. You're a good driver. Yeah, and Bobby, Gecko Racer too, and Philo as well, all of them to watch out for. So hopefully we'll get to see the Racing Asylum boys out there, as all us is doing some more, he's just doing some little practice laps here. So we're just still awaiting confirmation on the times and see if they have popped up, which I don't think they have just yet. It can take a bit more time here. Any other drivers you want to talk about then, just to kill a bit of time?
Sure. Who else do we have in Lobby B over there? Let's see. You have Guzas? I can't remember. Oh yeah, here he is, right there.
Oh,
You're on him.
I was just spectating on him right now.
Perfect. All right. So Guzas. I'm gonna mess this up, but his first name is Massimiliano. M-A-S-S. It's yeah, exactly. M-A-S-S-I-M-I-L-A.
Massimiliano, I think it's called. But I think we just call him. We just call him Max for short.
Max, okay. I like
That's probably a better one.
Yeah. So Max is from Italy, Emilia Romagna, near Imola F1 track. They call it Motor Valley. That's awesome. Let's see. Guzas loves rock music.
That'd be quite nice, waking up to the sound of just car engines going by the track there. I wouldn't mind listening to that on a Sunday morning.
Oh man, that would be amazing. The closest track to me is about an hour away. It's the International Speedway by Austin, Texas, and you know, I'd like to go there sometime soon. They only have one race there a year for F1, but it's nice. All right, so Guzas loves rock music, and they play electric guitar. We're about to start a band with all these drivers right here.
Yeah, well, here we go. Get the ARC band on the go. You know, you got all those on the drums. You got Guzas on the guitar. I can play the triangle. Yeah, we can get one going here.
I can pretend to be Jack Black. We're gonna get this done. All right, so let's see. He's been racing in ARC for a couple of months. And the 400 laps champs, our event currently is his first event, so this is going to be his first outing in a series for ARC. So welcome, glad to have you, Guzas. Let's see. He said he doesn't race in real life, but he wants to. It's just a little too expensive and time consuming. But I can relate. Who has the money to, you know? You see how many cars I wreck in GT Sport? Forget about it. Nobody's ever going to sponsor me. All right, let's see. So Guzas played every single PlayStation racing game since Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2. But just like others, he bought his first wheel during the global pandemic. Started to get consistent about 3 or 4 months ago with a couple of wins in public lobbies. And he really likes private lobbies with real sportsmanship and loves driving for ARC. Let's see here. I said, describe your best racing memory, and he says his first win in public lobbies with his wheel. Tell you, man, that first win is special. Let's see. His favorite track on GT Sport is SPA, and his favorite car to drive is, he says GR2s.
SPA? You mean Spa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spa.
Yeah, but the way he has it here is at Spa, yeah. And his favorite car, so all the GR2s, I guess. He likes the GR2s. And when he's not racing, he likes to play action games, RPGs, or FPS. That's a wide variety right there. Alright, so his favorite racing, he likes F1, and this year's favorite is Leclerc, Ferrari, obviously, he says.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's Italian, you know?
Right, yeah, exactly. Yes, that's a bit about him.
So there we go. Max, Guzas in the Lexus. Looks like he's going to start decently high up in Lobby B. I think there's going to be some Lobby A drivers that's going to fall down into this league. Sorry, not into this league, this lobby. So I'll just quickly exit the lobby, see if Lobby A is open. Is it open? Is there a couple of spots open? Let me see. Let's have a look. Yep, there is. So I'm just going to join. Yeah, I'm going to join right now. Also, as well, like I said, there's keep an eye out on this channel throughout the year because we're going to have the 400 laps race on here. We've got round 3 coming next month, and then round 4 in 2 months' time, and then round 5 in 3 months' time. And also just been announced as well is the main event for ARC, and that is the GR3 Championships. I believe sign-ups has already taken place, and like I said, it's the biggest event in ARC. It's the main event. Everybody wants to win it. So if you want to get yourself signed up for it, it's completely free. And hopefully we'll get to see you out on the track come that. I don't know. Techno Guy typed down the dates, but I've not seen them. I can't find them. So so season 6 is definitely coming very soon. Hopefully we get to see the usual. If Hallex is going to go for a hat trick of titles in the Lobby A. He's already a 3-time champion. He was the Lobby B Season 3 champion, Lobby A Season 4 champion, and then he was also Season 5 champion. So, Alex is obviously the guy to beat, but there's definitely some people that have improved over as time's gone on. So, Alex could be under a lot of threat now come Season 6. So, let's have a look at some of the attachments. Stein Coach says, does it matter when we take the 10-minute stop in the pits? Yeah, it does matter. I mean, you can take a 1 minute, you could take a 10-minute, like a 1 stop with 10 minutes in, or you can take a 2 stop with 5 minutes. But you have to go up to about like exactly 10 minutes, and then when it gets to 10 minutes or something like that, then you can change your tyres and, it's just to let you have a break, if you will, go to the toilet, have a cigarette, if you will. I don't know if you smoke, but, whatever.
Is there a time limit on when you can take that break? Like, can you take it 10 minutes in, or do you have to wait 30 minutes? Or
you can, well, whenever you just make your pit stop, if you want to make your pit stop, if you could, I don't know what pit stop strategy it is. So say, for example, if you're doing a 3-stop strategy, you could do your break in the first pit stop, the second pit stop, or the last pit stop. But if you could do a 5-minute break, you can make a 5-minute break in your first stop and maybe a 5-minute break in your third pit stop. It's just your choosing, really.
And so how do you feel about them running, like, who do you think is going to start on hard tires, and why do you think they're going to do that?
They just want to get the slower tyre out the way, because obviously, if anyone doesn't know about with the tyre compounds, the hardest one, it's the slowest time, but it does wear a lot less. The medium tyre is just, pretty much in the middle, and the soft tyres are the fastest tyres, but they do wear a lot quicker. So they want to get like the hard tyres, they want to get the slower tyres out the way first. There could be some drivers that will brave out with the softs. Like I says, they do have 2 sets of softs to their name to use in this race. So, it's going to be interesting to see what tyre choices they will have. Some people will start on hard, some people will start on softs, and some people will start on mediums. It's, they've already worked out a strategy, and if it works for them, they'll stick to it. So there you go.
Yeah, the beginning of a race can be squirrely, with the people maybe wrecking, and who knows. So maybe hard tires is the way to go in the beginning, because you're using the least effective tires in the beginning when it's kind of, who knows what's going to happen in that first turn.
Yeah, indeed. And with it being a rolling start too. So the times have been out. So Alex on pole with a 1:30.041, and he was 11 thousandths faster than Rascal in the Peugeot. Cyan Coach in third. I think this is his first time in this as well, so that's a solid effort that from Cyan Coach. 2 tenths slower than Kevlaro in fourth, Trainmeister in fifth, Gecko Racer in sixth. I think that's where he was in the World Cup race and still won the race. So, watch out for him. He could be a threat starting 6th on the grid. Cro-Magna 7th, followed by Isabel Turret in 8th position. 9th is Slimmy Cam, who was the first to make it into Lobby B, so he's starting 9th on the good effort from him in the Porsche. Then you got Goofy in 10th, Orloz, the second driver in Lobby B, in 11th, Emidriano in 12th, the Baldy one. And he also just barely made it into Lobby A, 13th, and Bobby just scraping through there, a full 1 second slower, but he's in the Lobby A race starting in 14th position. So 3 drivers from Lobby B in the stream there, what we saw in qualified, made it into Lobby A. Into Lobby B, the Furious 2 only missing out by 0.02 of a second, but he will start on pole in Lobby B. Arix in the Volkswagen Beetle, 4 thousandths slower, but he will start on the front row with him. Guzast, the rookie, starting 3rd, Robo 4th, TS Bap in 5th, Nico 6th, Antibiotic 7th, 8th for Wob Bob, Naka Universe in 9th, Wiley in 10th, Defiant in 11th, 12th goes to Garnell, Jake Melling 13th, DD Ranger 14th, Philo. Did Philo even make the race? Did he join Lobby A?
I didn't see him, no.
Oh, so I don't know about what's happened with Philo there. And also, why not Sean? He's just gone into Lobby B, so I don't know if he's going to be in the race, or if he does, he'll have to start at the back of the field. So quite close then between Furious to DD Ranger, about 1.7 second, but a full second between Alex in Lobby A to Bobby in starting deep in the field. So it's going to be interesting to see what Bobby can do starting 14th in that Hurricane. So predictions then for race winner then.
Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. Man. I really couldn't say. The race is going to be so long that the problem is the mistakes that they could make. I don't know what mistakes they're going to make, you know? I mean, if I had to pick one, I mean, the BMW was looking so good out there earlier. I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw at Fuji last month, we did see that as much as invincible Alex has been, he has made, you know, he did make a few mistakes at Fuji, but when after his first pit stop, he calmed down, and then that's the Alex of old that we've seen. Rascal, who looked really good for a podium finish, he threw it all away by making 2 big mistakes, and he ended up finishing very poorly in that race. Sign coach, don't know about him. This is just a stuck check sign. This is just a stuck check. This is not a start sign, just to let you know. I hope he's watching the stream there too. I think Kevlaro was just, I don't know. Probably, I think it's a stuck check. Yeah, just to see if anyone else is good to go. If there's any,
Do people
well, maybe it's not a stuck check.
Often?
Occasionally, we have seen a few drivers get stuck on the grid. I thought this was just like a bit of a stuck check, but obviously not. They're just going at it. So it looks like everyone is all good. Yep, everyone is all good to go. Nice to see a lot of colour in the field too. Goofy looking there. Yeah, that's what do you call that? Monochrome, I think that is.
Yeah, that paint job is amazing. I love that paint job.
Yeah, so it looks like all of the drivers are fine. They're all good. No disconnections there. And oh, look at that. Bobby's gone to the pole. Look at that. Bobby's up to the lead from like first, from dead last on the grid. That's what I always want to see.
Asserting his dominance.
Yeah, I thought this was a stunt check, but it looks like it isn't. I think it's just probably just a case of just seeing if everyone is fine to go. Oh, Bobby! Oh, he's lost it.
Oh.
Got a bit too trigger happy with the throttle there. Yeah, so it looks like everyone's underway, and we should get this 80-lap endurance race underway.
Yeah, I'm excited. There's gonna
They're just having a bit of fun, that's all.
Yeah, I see that. So normally, what do they do? 2 laps for a stuck check? Is that right?
Well, I thought that was just going to be a stuck check. So if they're fine to get on with it, then they should get the race underway. So they'll just go like, you know, single file, put their fuel mixtures up to 6, try and save as much fuel as they can, weave the tyres, get the optimum temperature in, and then they'll go into double file formation out of Junção, and then we'll get the race underway, I reckon. Now, looking at the tyre choices there, looks like everyone is, apart from Amigiano, they're all gone. Oh, and Baldy's also gone for a set of hards. But it looks like everyone, apart from 2 drivers, Baldy and Amigiano, are going for the medium tyres. So, like I says, they want to get the slower tyres out the way, and then they'll go for softs at the finish. Because obviously, when it comes to their third pit stop, whenever they put the soft tyres on, they're not going to have much fuel in the car, therefore it's going to be a lot more quicker. So I think that's a strategy. So I'm guessing there could be people that will go for like the mediums, then go to the hards, and then go softs the rest of the way. But I might be wrong. I'm usually wrong. Ray's saying he'll be looking at Amigiano. He might get a podium. Yeah, you never well. Yeah, Amigiano, we did see him a good amount of times in the BTCC. He was always there, up there, battling for the win, but I don't think he actually had a win. But he was always there, battling second, third, fourth, what have you. So
yeah,
there we go.
His name is fun to say, so I hope that he does well.
So there's a look then at Orloz, who's going to be starting in 11th on the grid. And it's going to be interesting to see what Orloz can do starting from there. Trainmeister, let's see if his connection's going to be a lot more better than at Fuji. And Trainmeister starting 5th on the grid. Behind him is Baldy in the AMG starting 13th. He had a great race at Fuji. Where did he finish? I'm just trying to look it up again. Baldy finished in a very respectable 8th place. He did, yeah, 8th place. So Alex, looks like we're going to get this race underway. Yep, the final is about to begin. So then here we go then. The second round of the 400 lap endurance championship. And this will be your starting grid. There will be Alex on pole, then Rascal in second, Sion in third, then Kevlaro in fourth. Traymeister, Gecko, Crow, Ismail, Truth now, Slimmy Cam, Goofy, Orlos, Midrano, Baldy and Bobby. That is the 14 car field as they will get going for a slow. So don't get going, don't get... Oh, Trey, careful. Trey nearly getting to the back of Sion then. Also, damage is on heavy. I forgot to mention too, it's on heavy. So, it's not on light. So, if you've got some really bad damage, you're going to have to go into the pits. So, Overdrivers looks like they are underway, which is good to see. Hopefully, Overdrivers will put the fuel mixture up to 6, save as much fuel as they can. As you can see, the pulse of the Hallex then weaving the tyres to get the optimal temperature in. And once they will cross after Junção, they'll go into double file. And then we will get this race underway. Now then, let's see if Rascal can have some redemption after what happened at Fuji. But he did win at this track in the Lobby B race that we last raced in the World Cup. So Rascal knows his way around this track as well. Alex actually kind of struggled here when he raced it back in Season 4. He was battling with the likes of, I think it was like 8th or 9th for that. Not unusual to see Alex down in that order. But there he is in that trusty GTR, which Kobe won back in Season 4. So Alex then using that car. And again, I'm just interested to see what Cyan Koch will do. You know, first time I've seen him. So it'll be interesting to see what he will do starting third on the grid. And Kevlaro, a veteran as well, did previously lead at Fuji last time. Traymeister right behind him. And Gecko Racer, I want to see what he can do as well, starting 6th on the grid. Crow, then Ismail, Truth. It was Turret before, but it's now Truth, I've just noticed there. Slimmy Cam and Goofy completing the top 10. So now we're going to go into double file formation. And then that's when they'll turn their fuel mixtures down. And then Alex, as the pole sitter, he can dictate the pace. He can go whenever he wants. Hopefully it's going to be a nice, clean start. And hopefully getting to the centre S is perfectly fine. As the field, look at that, look at the field of colours there. That just looks so nice there. A whole boatload of colours there that we're seeing on the grid. Yeah. And then here goes Alex. He's going to put the pedal to the metal, and away we go then. Lap 2 out of 80. The race is underway. So into the centre S they go then for the first time. Looks like Rascal maybe having a look on the inside, but no, Alex had that covered. Any movers and shakers then at the back of the pack. Let's ride on board then with the Baldy one, who looks like Midrano's already gone down to 14th place now. So not a good start then from Midriano. He's had a terrible start in the Porsche. Looks like he got caught out there, but looks like we're all relatively clean. First all the way down into last place there. Single file then. First, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Already a little bit of a gap there. And Slimmy Cam has already gone up nearly into 7th place from 9th on the grid. Ismail Turret there's not had a good start there, but Crow, Slimmy trying to make it go down the outside of Crow. Out of 5, but then he's got the inside for turn 6 for Ardura, still side by side. May have the job done now going into the hairpin at turn 8, and indeed he does. So Slimmy Cam already gained 2 spots in his Porsche.
Yeah, Slimmy Cam's looking real fast out there.
Have a look then further back through the field. There is Ismail Truth now diving to the inside of Bico de Panto, and he's got 8th place then on Crow. So Crow started a little bit struggling in the Beetle, but he's still got plenty of time to make up for it. There was like another 78 odd laps to go. Orlos has gained a spot there. He's trying to go around the outside of Goofy into Junção, but Goofy has that spot back. And again, Bobby in that Lamborghini, dead last on the grid. He's already gained potentially 3 spots now, because he's on the inside of Orlos as Midrano is trying to recover from that bad start there. So Bobby up to 11th place, gained of 3 spots where he was there. But meanwhile, back up front, Alex, Rascal, Cyan, 1, 2, 3, separated by half a second. Traymeister into 4th, Kevlaro down to 5th. As it's been a very clean first lap there.
It really has. They're doing great. Slimmy Cam is just so fast.
Yeah,
he's off the track. He's back on.
That's okay there. Bit of careful there when you go out of turn 4. That AstroTurf can upset the car quite a lot there. But already looks like there's going to be a 6-car train there for the lead as we ride on board with Gecko Racer. Only nearly 2 seconds away from the leader, Alex, as they go into 8. Again, just everyone just, happy to stay behind there, saving fuel. Try and put some, add some more fuel mixture into the car. I bet everyone else will be not putting their fuel mixture to 1. They'll be putting it on 2, just like I said, to save a bit of fuel. But still all relatively cleanly there for the top 6. Slimmy Cam then holding on to 7th. Ismail Truth 8th. Cro-Magnon 9th. Bobby now up into the top 10. Goofy down into 11th. And you've got the Baldy Amigiano down in last place. So not a good start then for the Porsche driver compared to the other one of Slimmy, who's already gained 2 spots.
Right, and both of the racers who took hard tires to start with are both very low right now in position.
Oh yeah, because they're getting the slower tyres out the way, of course. Yeah, Baldy and Amigiano, as Orloz is going to go around the outside of the centre S's to try and get 12th place on the Baldy, and if he holds it, which indeed he does, that's another position change. Oh, Baldy had a little going off the track there. Hopefully he won't pick up a penalty for that, and now Amigiano is going to go down the outside. These two are battled before in the BTCC. They're going to be battling again in this championship. And Amigiano just makes a little bit early, gives the position back to Baldy 1. Or is he going to go for the switchback as Baldy gets it sideways out of 4, but just holds on to it. Trainmeister now into 3rd place. Sion is down to 4th. So Trainmeister working his way up through the field. So that's some good passing there. And now watch out for Gecko Racer. Gecko Racer on the outside of Kevlaro and couldn't make that job done. So Trainmeister then working his way up, already up into P3. That's when you usually say something there, Duke. When I stop talking, that's when you start talking.
I'm watching this battle back here with Baldy, and Baldy's tire, the hard tires are just, he's all over the place right now, so he's going to be back there for a while.
Disaster for Slimmy Cam. He's got a 3-second penalty, so that hard work being 7th, he's going to be dropping down the pecking order, because he's going to go down to possibly like 11th maybe. Yeah, indeed he does, as Orloz is just there. Goofy's just managed to go by. So Slimmy Cam, not what he needed. He's already down to 11th place, and he's got the centre S's completely wrong. He's lost that momentum. But Orloz is also just a little bit far back. But the man on the mission right now is Trainmeister. Started 5th. He's already gained 2 spots. He's up to 3rd place and trying to catch or trying to lodge on Tarasco and Hallex, who's further ahead.
Kevlaro trying to get an inside or trying to get a pass on Sinan here in the last couple of turns. He's looking to get around him.
And the only problem is also the Gecko wants to try and find a way by too. So 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th there, very close together. Trey's trying to pull away from this battle. We see it there. So Ismail Turret now with the demise of Slimmy Cam is up to 7th place. Bobby now into 8th place. Bobby's definitely got some great race pace in that Lamborghini. Maybe not be the best qualifier, but in race pace he comes up really strong.
Yeah, he made a really good pass on Cro-Magnon right there to take 8th place. That was nice.
And again, the Lamborghini will be so good on this straightaway here. Watch him just claw that gap up on Ismail. Looks like it's just about going down. Yeah, he is now within slipstream distance, but there's not a lot of tarmac to go before going into the first corner. So Bobby really looking good here. 1:31.7 is his best lap at the moment, as he's just slid this way in the first corner now into Curva del Sol. And again, the back end just sliding out there, but holds it well, holds it nice and tidy. And he's getting closer
Alex
to the
and
back.
Rasco are actually getting a real good gap here at the 1 and 2 spot, away from number 3.
And on board with Rasco too. On board with Rasco as well. He not unless he's definitely fuel saving, and he's short shifted as well, which is also good for the fuel. So Rasco's very happy and content to sit behind Hallex. They are working well. And Trainmeister already 2 seconds a bit back, so Alex and Rascal working well together, and Trey just not really catching up to them. Right then, let's see then. Slimmy Cam and Orloz, these two were in the Lobby B qualifying and basically battling again for position, this time for 11th place. Slimmy looks like he is starting to struggle on those times. I mean, those last 2 laps there, 1:35, but that was when he had to burn the penalty. Runs a little wide out of Junção. Now, was that going to give Orloz an opportunity to close up to the Porsche? Looks like he made a bit of a mistake himself because he's just fallen out of the toe of Slimmy. And still, you've got the 2 drivers on the slower tyres then, Emiliano 13th and Baldy down in 14th place. But, you know, they can prop up a top 10. They're just getting their bad tyres out of the way. So it's not over them just yet.
Ismail tried to go on the inside of Bobby right there in that turn, but just couldn't pass him. Bobby keeps 7th.
In fact, that must have been a position change because we did see Bobby in 8th. So Bobby now into 7th place. And now, what's the gap between himself to his clan mate there? 3.6 seconds. And the way he's going, it's going to be very soon. He's going to catch up here. I think Kevlaro's also made a pass on Cyan. Yes, he has. So Kevlaro now is up into P4. So he's past Cyan. So Cyan from 3rd is down to 5th. And what is Gecko going to do? Is he just going to happily stay behind Cyan, or was he just trying to go for an overtake as we ride on board again with Gecko? Oh, Cyan a little sideways out of Junção.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Gecko is happy just staying in the draft and staying behind these 2. Kevlaro was definitely looking to make a move, and he did. He looks good up there. He's driving really well.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, so let's see to the gap then to Bobby. Bobby's just stayed the same that lap alone. So good half lap on board with Gecko. So a nice free car battle for 4th there. Trey is still trying to pull away from that, but the gap between himself to Rascal is just about creeping up. Rascal again more than happy and content to be in the toe of Alex, saving that fuel and also short shifting while doing it. Now, but let's have a look further back then through the field there as you've got Crow Magna. Let's ride aboard with Crow as he's all over the back of the Corvette of Ismail. And Goofy 1.5 second back in the Toyota. As you can see, the battle for 4th place is getting very close now. Back with Kevlaro, Cyan and Gecko all leading the way. So then coming to start lap 9 then, Alex leads, Rascal, Trainmeister 3rd, Kevlaro 4th, Cyan in 5th, Gecko Racer 6th, Bobby 7th, Ismail 8th, that is the 8th there. Crow Magna looks like he's very close now to the back. Oh, it's not very close now as we back on board with him. 3rd gear in there. Ooh, that's a bit of a shortcut, losing the rear end too. Getting the power back on there. May have a good run though in 3, which he sort of does, but again fighting the understeer out of 3. Goofy's made a bit of a mistake. He's down to 3 seconds now, so let's see if there's a replay. If what happened to Goofy. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, just lost the rear. Yeah, just lost the rear. And half spin there did Goofy. So he's lost at least 2.5 seconds, well, nearly 3 seconds alone. But the problem now is if you look at the back, there's Slimmy Cam. And he's catching up to the back of Goofy.
Yeah, the most fuel-efficient car on the track right now is going to be Rascal, and he's just following Alex this whole time, and he's doing great on fuel right now.
Yeah, Rascal's fuel's around about 75%. Alex is just a little bit below that, say about 73. So, yeah, Rascal's doing the smart thing here.
And the Lamborghini is definitely eating up the track and eating up the gas, but not as bad as the Corvette, it looks like. Corvettes are both.
Yeah, Corvette's
Look
quite juicy when it comes to the fuel, as looks like there could be a battle for 5th place, and that's a great pass there from Gecko around the outside, the Scion, and the position must have been done out as Junkao gets a great run on the start-finish straight, and Scion there again just gave up the position a bit too easy. Again, quite easy for, it's still very early in the race. There's another 70 laps to go. So Scion did the smart thing there, let Gecko go through, and that's P5 now.
Yeah, but they are neck and neck. I mean, they're going to be changing places here a couple times in the next laps, I bet.
Yeah, the problem is that they're going to be swapping positions left over foot, because then it's going to allow Kevlaro to pull away, and it's going to allow Bobby in the Lambo to catch up to them. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Speaking of which, there he is. Oh, he's got a 3-second penalty. Bobby's got a 3-second penalty, and he's sliding, and he's lost it. Oh, well saved. Again, that's the problem with the Lamborghini. It may be one of the quickest in the straight line, but the rear end is just so sliding. Again, it's usually a car that we don't see in any of the GL3 championships, but Bobby, again, how on earth he can drive that Lamborghini, I will never know. Anyways, he has to burn that penalty out of Junkao and then onto the start-finish straight, so he's going to lose 8th, 9th, possibly 10th place as well.
Wow.
Maybe just drop it in behind Cro-Magnon though. So here we go, and let's see Bobby. He's going to have to burn it on the start-finish straight right here, which indeed he does. Yeah, he's going to come up behind. He's going to go into 9th place. Yeah, Goofy's a bit too far back then. So, yeah. So, Bobby back down into 9th place and just start all over again. Just try and gain your momentum back and get that 7th place back again. Now then, meanwhile, back then with Gecko Racer, as he's now caught on to the back of Kevlaro. So, battle for 4th place is on hand. There goes Trainmeister, there goes Kev, there goes Gecko, there goes Cyan, and then just in the background is Ismail, followed by Crow, and then there's Bobby recovering from that 3-second penalty. Then you've got Goofy in 10th, Slimmy in 11th, and there's Orloz there in P12 doing a fine job. Oh,
Gecko.
Slimmy's, what's happened to Slimmy? Wow, what happened to Slimmy Cam? I'm just having a look at a replay here. Something happened big time to Slimmy, because he went full on. Oh, Slimmy's left. Must have disconnected, has he?
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, is that a wheel disconnect?
That's a shame.
Oh, no. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's like he just stopped driving. It's crazy.
Oh, that's what I wanted to see, unfortunately. That was quite odd, because it was also in, it's like the computer took over it. So not unless if he'd been disconnected, I'm not too sure, but that was a weird one. I've never seen that before. See what, Goofy may have been a little bit spooked just to see Slimmy just go straight into his car.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, now then there's a gap opened up with Hallex and Rascal, so what's with the lap times then? So, yeah, Rascal's last 2 laps hasn't been consistent. Well, it's been consistent, but not consistent enough as Hallex there. Hallex did a 1:31.2 and a 1:31.6 those last 2 laps, whereas Rascal's time did a 1:31.7 and a 1:31.9. So, Hallex then starting to struggle a little bit, and he's lost a toe now out of Hallex. That could be a little bit problematic now, because Trainmeister could take advantage of it and catch up. Meanwhile, 4th and 5th are still raging on. Gecko Racer not giving up without a fight. Slimmy Cam has joined again, but, he can't, join the race, not unless if he wants to watch another 2 hours of this.
Yeah. What is going to happen with him for points and stuff? Is he DQ'd, or does he just get last place?
He'll just get last place, yeah, last place points in this lobby.
Oh. Yeah, in this lobby.
But yeah, disappointing. And I mean, we saw that from we've seen that from Trainmeister last time at Fuji. but that was even worse one because he was leading when it happened. Meanwhile, Bobby is the first to make a pit stop as Goofy has got a 1.9 second burn rate. He's quite burning it quite late actually. But that allows Crow to go into 8th position now. So first of the drivers into the pits is Bobby. Now is this going to be a change of tyres, or is he going for the first of a 10-minute break or a 5-minute break? No, he's going to, yeah. So he'll have to change. He's used to medium tyres out the way. So we can go into the soft tyres or the hard tyres. We'll just see what happens there. Keep an eye on that there, Duke.
Soft tyres it is.
Okay then, so that's the first of his 2 allocated soft tyres then for Bobby. Must say, quite early to make a pit stop there on lap 13. The medium tyres actually did look still quite good. I think there was like another at least 6 or 7 laps in those tyres, but I don't know. He's got his own way of strategy. It could work, it could backfire, but anyway. Yeah, Alex is now starting to pull away. 1.4 seconds is the advantage. A 1:31.7 that time compared to 1:31.8 though from Rascal. Now, what is Treymeister doing? A 1:32.0. So this is when the tyres are going to start wearing. The times are going to be lowering and will be a little bit slower. And then that's when pit stops are going to happen quite soon. Gecko races now into 4th place. He's managed to get by Kevlaro. So Gecko up into 4th. Slimmy Cam again unfortunately left the room. He knows that he's now out of the race, unfortunately. Now Cyan here is actually slowly catching up to Kevlaro now. For 5th place. He's just out of the 2. Let's ride on board with the new guy. There he is. Just about over 50% of fuel in the car. Oh, that's nearly a corner cut. Got to be careful with that because the penalties are a bit harsh around here. Look like he got away with it though. Okay, he got away with that. Good view there of 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th there together, and then Isabel Truth there just having a lone race there in 7th place. Cro-Magnon 5 seconds adrift there, but Goofy's starting to catch up to the back of Crow now, so could see a battle development there. Orloz in 10th place is going to be under a bit of pressure from Mediano now into 11th place, and this is where the hard tyres will start coming into play now, because they're going to be a lot more better tyres than what Orloz has got in the mediums right now.
Yeah, definitely, and that's part of the hard tire strategy, is to get those, difficult laps out of the way in the beginning, and then you can really catch up, make a move.
Let's see what lap times they're doing there. So last 3 lap times for Orloz: 1:33.8, 1:33.8, 1:34.0. What's this lap going to be? A 1:34.3. So obviously the medium tyres are starting to go. Whereas the Mediano's a 1:33.1, 1:33.2, 1:33.4, 1:33.5. So very consistent. Oh, in fact, Orloz has gone off. Orloz went off at the centre S's. And, yep, he's lost that spot there. So may have misjudged the braking in the centre S's. Here's a replay. Oh, yeah, he broke way too late. Way too late going into the centre S's. Broke at the 50-metre board. Yeah, so a little lapse in concentration there for Orloz. He's lost the spot. But still, 65 laps to go. Alex's advantage now is up to 2.3 seconds now over Rascal. And there's a look down at Trey. Good to see him still racing with us, not disconnected. Hopefully not for the whole entirety of this race.
And Bobby came in off those soft tires and he ran a 1:30.351 lap, which was great. That last lap that he ran was really fast.
Yeah, and he's 11 seconds back. The only downside to that is as though when the other guys will make their second pit stop, he's going to have a few laps worse wear than the other guys. So Bobby's going to be a sitting duck when these guys make their first pit stop. Could be out of pit strategy, reckon there. He could be out though. I mean, he's purple in sector 2, but I mean, he is on the faster tyre. Alex's time of 1:31. Oh, careful. 1:31.1 is on the set of medium, so Bobby's got to be careful here because he doesn't want to use those soft tyres already, like to the max. Maybe try and conserve the fuel, the soft tyres. Make it go a bit more longer distance, if you will.
Kevlaro and Cyan still in a battle over here. Cyan was just on the outside of Kevlaro trying to get that pass.
Yeah, just looking at the battle there. Kevlaro getting a little bit crossed up at 8, sorry. As we've just seen the Baldy one go and making his first pit stop in the AMG. Out he comes and puts on a set of soft tyres now. So that's the first of his 2 softs for him. But meanwhile, back on board then with the battle. Probably the closest battle we've got so far with 5th and 6th nose to tail. And they should be making a pit stop roughly, I don't know, maybe say 4 laps or so. Maybe get 20 laps in with those set of mediums, possibly. I mean, they still look okay. Let's see. Yeah, they're both staying out then. So let's see if Cyan gets the run on Kevlaro, Aston Martin versus Mercedes. And Cyan looks to the inside, but Kevlaro has that covered and nearly gets into the back there, which all crossed up Cyan. Didn't lose too much ground though. Looks like there's a great battle going across the start-finish line. That will be maybe Cro-Magnon and Goofy. Indeed it is. And Goofy's going to have to earn that 8th position because we know what Crow's like when it comes to battling for position. He'll make it very, very hard for you.
Kevlaro and Cyan are touching over here. Rubbing. They're rubbing. That last corner.
Now it goes into the narrow part of the track, now into Ferradura. And again, Kevlaro's got the inside. Cyan, is he going to go for the crisscross? He's thinking about it. Is there an overlap? Oh, just about. Ooh. There, Kevlaro just giving him the room. But then Kevlaro will have the inside at turn 9. And again, Cyan going for another crisscross. It didn't work the first time. Will it work the second time? No, it tucks in behind him at turn 10. He's got to get a good one out of Juncal, though. Gecko Race is actually catching to Trey Meister up in 3rd. I've just noticed there. Look, up there at the left of your screen. Gecko Race is catching with Trey Meister. Now, can Cyan get a good one out of Juncal?
Yeah, Gecko's running really fast right now. He's looking good.
Will he pull out a pass though? No, looks like he's going to stick in behind.
Yeah, he's trailing for now.
Thinks about going to the inside, try and put Tremeister off there. Now let's see what Cyan's going to do. He goes to the inside now of Kevlaro into the chicane. Kind of missed out, just misjudged the braking point, but he's through. Cyan up into 5th place. Nice pass there. Here's a look at a replay.
It's been fun to watch these 2 race the whole time. It's been nice.
Just a slight contact there. You just hear the little contact, but you know, don't think that will face Kevlaro too much there. But he may get a run out of Kevin del Sol, which no, in fact he doesn't. Now the Gecko Racer again, looking very, very racy. Then, I mean, no, Interlagos could be his favourite track around here because you know he is very, very quick and he's done extremely well to catch up with Trey. Trey must be struggling with those soft tyres, with the medium tyres now in that Corvette. As we're wide now with Trey looking at the back then of Gecko, sliding out of Bico de Panto.
Yeah, Trey needs to go in for a pit stop. Kevlaro probably needs some tires soon. Cro-Magnon probably needs tires.
Yeah, but there's only been 2
pits coming up.
There will be pit stops happening very, very soon. Maybe 2, maybe 3 laps or so. It looks like Trey may come into the pits. No, he's not.
Cro-Magnon's slipping a little bit on that last turn. Too much power.
Yeah, indeed. So he's just making his way out of Juncal. Just starting to pull away now from Goofy. Goofy's out of the tow. Mitriano then into 10th place, but he's got a 1.9 second penalty, so he may have to surrender that to Orloz. As Goofy becomes the 3rd person to make a pit stop. So yeah, pit stops are starting to happen now. Goofy now making his first stop as Mitriano burns his penalty. And Orloz now gone up into 9th place now with the fact that Goofy's into the pits. Now, is he going to do a break or is he going to change tyres? It looks like he is changing tyres. So a few drivers they're not doing their break just yet. Now we've seen they went to the hard tyres. The people, yeah, it looks like another one. Oh, it's Bobby's left. Bobby's left the room.
Whoa.
Is that another disconnect? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, that's a shame. He had the fastest lap, I think.
Oh, I just can't get him. I can't get him. Yeah, I can't get Bobby. Yeah, I don't see his arrow on the top left of the screen. So Bobby then disconnected, unfortunately. So we've had 2 disconnections now in this race. Ah, that's disappointing for Bobby there. Did not want that at all.
Meanwhile, Alex just has a huge lead now. Massive.
What's the gap there? 5 seconds then over Rascal.
Yeah, 5 seconds over Rascal, and they both have to pit soon. It'll be interesting to see if Rascal waits to pit with him or not.
Goofy there, just getting the soft tyres sliding. Out of 10, Baldy just struggling for some power in Maguro. That's the problem when you're in the dirty air. Your car gets a bit more understeery when you're close in the toe of another driver that's just in front of you. So that means you just have to put that bit more steering input, if you will, because you heard them just touching the throttle with Maguro, but not too close enough to make a pass or attempt to make a pass on Goofy. As blue flags are being waved there, so I don't know the flag man. I mean, Alex is just going into Juncal, so I don't know why the marshal was waving the blue flag there. Right, let's have a look then at this battle now for third place. Trace still holding on to it, but he's coming under some increased pressure then from Gecko.
Kevlaro desperately needs to pit stop and change those tires.
He's lost that. He lost that fit. Oh no. Sign. Yeah, it was Sign that made the pass, isn't it? Yeah. So. Yeah, but will Kevlaro make the pit stop now? I think he should do. Yeah, now that would make a sign for Sign to pit next time by. So maybe the undercut could be a smart strategy on Kevlaro's part. Unless though, if he goes for a break, though, that is. I'll just keep an eye out on that there. So Isabel Truth now's gone up into 6th place. Crow into 7th. Quite a long pit lane, actually.
Kevlar's taking tires. Yeah,
but he's putting on some new set of tyres in. We've seen all the other drivers go to a set of soft tyres, so let's see what Kevlaro will do. As Orloz comes in to make his first stop. Putting fuel in the car. And then out he goes. And he goes to the hard tyres, so he's getting the... Okay then, so he's going for the hard tyres out the way. Orloz also in the pits. Alex's lead now 6.7 seconds there. So Rascal now in the Peugeot starting to struggle now, especially for grip out of Maguro there, getting it on the ragged edge there. And the gap just increasingly going up. And I mean, there's nothing that Rascal can do about it. He's going to have to do some smart strategizing here, or maybe just make an early pit stop and maybe force Alex to maybe make that pit stop after. Trey in 3rd, Gecko in 4th, Cyan out in 5th, but he stayed out to do another lap. So he passed 1/4 distance then complete. Let's give you a rundown then of the order. Alex leading, but the gap is still increasing to 7.3 seconds over Rascal. Traymeister in 3rd, nearly half a second behind him is Gecko. Cyan doing a great job in 5th place, the first timer in the series. Ismail Truth in 6th. Then you got Cro-Magna in 7th, Amidrano in 8th position. Kevlaro is in 9th, but he was the first to make a pit stop. The Baldy one in 10th, who has also made a pit stop. Goofy in 11th, and Orloz in 12th place. And it looks like he is making his first break. Could be a 10-minute break, could be a 5-minute break, and 2 disconnections, unfortunately, that were Slimmy Cam and Bobby.
Midrano here is still going on the starting tires he had, the hards. Wonder when he's in a pit.
Yeah, lap times have been a little bit erratic here for Adriano there. You just notice down the right side of your screen. Lap 18, 136. Lap 19, 134. Lap 20, 135. Lap 21, 133. So it's been a little bit erratic these last few laps or so for Adriano. But he's still got nearly 20, about 28% of fuel left in his car, so he could probably go like another 5 laps or so and make his pit stop as Rascal now comes in. So the first of the big guys then into the pits. Now, is that going to maybe force an issue for Alex to make a pit stop? Just depends what tyres that Rascal goes on to.
Yeah, and Alex's times are looking really consistent right now, so the tires aren't bothering him too much.
No, he's going for a break. Rascal is going for a break. Whether it's a 5-minute break or a 10-minute break, just have to find out. So then Alex lead now up to 12 seconds now, with the fact that Trainmeister is still under some harassment from Gecko in that BMW. This is really pretty much the closest bout we got here at the moment. Maybe also for Baldy and Goofy, which Baldy has found a way by on Goofy. And there you can see Kevlaro, who is on the hard tyres. So they're going to catch up to they're going to catch up to Kevlaro, who was set a couple of 132s to the name. Baldy has done another 132, but he has been battling with Goofy, so his lap times are going to be compromising with the defending that he's doing. Oh, Goofy! Oh, wow! I thought Goofy nearly get into the side of Baldy, fully sideways out of turn 4. Used a bit too much curb there.
Yeah.
Now, is this an opportunity then for Gecko Racer to... Oh, Gecko is into the pits. Gecko has gone into the pits. So a few other drivers then also into the pits. As Cyan makes his way into his pit stop again. And look at the fuel saving that Gecko's done. 5% more than Cyan than the AMG. And it looks like Gecko's going...
tires.
Yeah, so he's not doing his brake just yet. Now, will he go to the hard tyres? Will he go to the soft tyres? We've seen a lot of drivers going to the softs after their first pit stop. Only Kevlaro has gone to the hard tyres. And Gecko's going to the hard tyres. Okay, then, so what's Cyan going to do? Cyan looks like he's taking a break. So Cyan is going to fall down the pecking order. So then Trainmeister will now have a bit of sigh of relief that he doesn't have Gecko Racer behind him. But I wonder if that is going to... maybe make Trainmeister have a pit stop. There's Rascal in the chat saying hello. Eldorado Dragon saying hi. And Ismail in the second of the Corvettes is now running in third place. Top 3, top 4, pretty much. Top 5 really much is spread out. As Alex is making his pit stop. So the leader comes into the stop, as well as Trainmeister. He also comes in. So as it stands at the moment, only Ismail, Crow and Adriano have yet to make their first pit stop. So that means now Ismail has gone into the lead now. And he's flashing red, so he's going to be pitting very, very soon now. What is Alex going to do? Alex is putting on... hard tyres. Okay then, so Alex not doing his brake just yet. Cro Magnus into the pits, as well as Trey. Looks like he is having a break. Yeah, Trey's having a break. So a couple of people doing breaks then. Rascal, Trey. Oh no, take it back.
Trey comes out on hards.
Now, will Gecko come out ahead? Yeah, I think he will have, you know. Gecko, the undercut has worked, so Gecko's going to go into a net second place now. Oh yeah, comfortably. Way ahead of Trainmeister. So the undercut from Gecko has worked.
Yeah, that really paid off.
Now let's see if he can catch up 14 seconds though to Alex. No, Gecko is very, very quick in that BMW. We know he is. And we've seen it before in the past. So let's see if he can catch up that 13 seconds on Alex. because that'll be a race for the lead, if that will be the case. Ismail still yet to make a pit stop, as well as Emiliano. And he's running in 5th position at the moment. 25 laps on those hard tyres. I always know what Eldorado Dragons is, but I always keep forgetting what his gamer tag is. That's always annoying.
Ismail's going in, looks like.
Yeah, Ismail, yeah, he was flashing red. So that's going to put Alex back into the lead. Gecko into 2nd and Treymeister in 3rd, depending if Ismail makes a break. Well, he should be coming out ahead. He should be coming up behind those lot anyways. Looks like it's going to be a change of tyres then. So that's now Gecko into 2nd. And the gap between Gecko to Treymeister is nearly 2.5 seconds. So that undercut from Gecko has really paid off.
Ismail comes out with hard tires.
And only putting 60% of fuel in the car too. Interesting to see this. So only Emiliano has yet to make a stop.
Yep, he's still running on those hard tires that he started with. And meanwhile, most people have 2 sets and...
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Baldy and Goofy are side by side into Ferradura they go. Goofy's going to have the inside, and has he gone through? Yes, he has. So yeah. Goofy's up into 6th position now, but don't forget those guys have pitted a few laps there more earlier than the likes of Alex, Gecko and Trey. Oh, Baldy sideways out of Pinarino. And then just catching up in the background is Ismail. And Ismail will definitely be quicker than the likes of Baldy and Goofy just ahead, because they're going to be on worn soft tyres. Has that someone got a penalty there? I just noticed there. No, it's not. But Goofy is catching to the back of Kevlaro. Kevlaro on the hard tyres. And Kevlaro is catching up with Amigo, who's on worn hards too. So... could have ourselves a 4-car, maybe 5-car battle if Ismail can catch up to the back of this group of cars right here.
It looks like a popular choice to take the hard tires as your second set of tires on this track for most of the drivers today.
Yeah, I think it's just a case of just getting the hard tires out the way effectively. I think that's what it just all comes down to. Get the slower tires out the way and then have your second stint, you know, or maybe the second half of the race, get on the faster tire and away you go. But Goofy catching up to the back of that Aston Martin of Kevlaro, and he's catching up with Emiliano in the back, up ahead of him too.
Did Alex go off the road?
Let's have a look. Here's a replay. He did, and he's got damage. He's got damage there. So your race leader, he's got damage there, and he has to come into the pit. So this is a gift now for Gecko.
Wow, what did he hit? I'm not sure if he turned too hard. Did he catch the grass? I don't know what happened there.
He hit the curb. I believe he hit the curb and got on the power. Here's a replay again.
That's unfortunate for him.
So he gets the power back on. He just got it a little bit sideways. And he just clips the edge of the barrier there. So that is a disaster there for Alex. And that's going to allow Gecko into the lead of the race. Absolute huge moment already.
Off the pit stop with the hard tires. So, I mean, he's going to be looking good right now. His lap time's going to be getting real consistent.
Goofy is up into 3rd place. So he's passed Emiliano and Kevlaro. Here's a replay of it. So here we go then, and Kevlaro was thinking about going to the outside. Oh, what a pass there from Goofy. 2 in 1 going into the Senna S's. That's superb racing etiquette on the part of Goofy. That's P3 now for him.
Nice. What a pass.
And Baldy's now all over the back of the... we're riding on board with Emiliano, my bad there. And Emiliano definitely struggling on those hard tyres. And also Baldy's flashing red too. So they're both going to be making a pit stop very, very soon. Anyways, as Baldy going around the outside at turn 9. Again, giving Midrano the run, the respect that he gets, and he's up into 5th place, but he's going to be pitting very soon, though.
Trainmaster is caught up to Gecko now for 1 and 2 spot here, and it looks like Trainmeister's been running faster lap times than Gecko, so it should be an interesting battle up here. And
now Alex has gone into 8th place with those same set of with the same set of hard tires, but he's got some work to do now, Alex. Again, quite a rare mistake of Alex to do that. So he's got 23 seconds then to catch up with Gecko. I mean, there is still plenty of time. Midrano finally comes into the pits to make his first stop. But he has got the slower tyres out of the way, so he can go to mediums and soft the rest of this race now. And he's got another 52 laps left to do it. So Alex now will go up into 7th place with Midrano's pit stop. He'll go up into 6th place with Baldy making his stop very soon. Possibly this time by, I reckon. But he's got 11 seconds to catch up to Ismail in the Corvette, who's also running on the hard tyres. And Rascal has just come out there, so he has done... He must have done like a 5-minute break, I think. I'm not too sure.
I think so.
Yeah, it could have been a 5-minute break then for Rascal. Yeah, he's 4 minutes 51 seconds down the road. So yeah, 5-minute break then for Rascal. So he's going to have to make another 5-minute break. Orloz is out. He's 5 minutes and 11. So he's done another 5-minute break. Looks like Crow and Cyan are going for the 10-minute break, which indeed they are. In fact, Cyan should actually get going very soon, roughly about another 20 seconds or so. And he should get going, put on a new set of tyres on him, put the fuel in, and away he goes.
And Goofy has been running better and better times since his pit stop, looking really good right now. I'm surprised to see that Bobby, who's not in the race anymore, still has the fastest lap time. So we'll see if...
oh, that'll get beaten. Yeah. I'm sure that will definitely get beaten. Anyway, Goofy then into... I think we're going to have a battle for the lead yet again. Yeah, Trainmeister now is caught up to the back of Gecko. Yeah, it looks like Trey has found like some sort of second wind now with the demise of Alex making that huge mistake that's might have cost him the win. And again, Trey smelling blood from Gecko. What's Midrano doing? Midrano's doing a T. He's taking a break.
Baldy looking to pass Kevlaro here, but couldn't get by him on the inside.
Yeah, he's going to be pitting this time by. I mean, Kevlaro is on the hard tyres.
Yeah, Baldy has no gas left, basically.
No, he doesn't. No, he's definitely pitting this time by. And that will be the second pit stop for Baldy.
Yeah, Baldy's been through medium and now soft tires. So
no, he was on hards. He was on the hard tyres, yeah.
You're right.
So he's got a set of mediums and another set of softs left to his name. So Baldy will come into the pits as there's a look at Orloz, just making his way into Pico de Pato. Looks like Alex is now... sorry, that was Ismail. Sorry, yeah, that was Rascal, wasn't it? Yeah, Rascal now catching up to Ismail. That's not a battle for position. It will just be Rascal unlapping himself from Ismail.
Going to get inside. Oh, there's a little bit of touching. He makes the pass.
Yeah, he makes the pass, but it's not for position, though. Rascal has made a 5-minute stop as Baldy comes in to make his second stop. He doesn't want to get stuck behind the likes of guys like him, because he will have seen the incident with Rascal. So it's really kind of opened up this race now since Alex made that huge mistake. It has definitely opened up. Oh, I've just noticed that too, that Trey's gone into the lead now. Trey into the lead. Oh, it was already done. Oh, well, oops daisy. So Trey Meister now into the lead of the race. Gecko now down into second place, and I think Goofy may catch up to these guys ahead as well. He's only 4 seconds down the road off Trey. Baldy's gone for a set of mediums and he's out on track yet again. So that puts Alex now up into 6th place. Let's have a look at Alex. Is he closing the gap on Ismail? Yes, he is. 8.5 seconds is the gap now. And Ismail doing consistent 133s, whereas Alex is doing 132s, except for that lap 27 when he made no pit stop to fix the damage on his GTR. In fact, let's see what Rascal Times is doing. He's doing 132s as well. And he's actually catching up to Kevlaro, or trying to unlap himself from Kevlaro, who's now in 4th place. Goofy's now gone into the 32s that last lap, and he's flashing red, so he's going to be pitting quite soon. As there was a look at Gecko Racer, who is just still there in the slipstream of Trainmeister, again saving that fuel. It looks like there's a whole train of cars out of Bickle. And yeah, that is Kevlaro in 4th place. It looks like Ismail is starting to catch up on Kev. But also Alex is catching the back of the Turkish driver, now 7.6 seconds and gaining. Ismail was a little slow out of Junção. Alex has already gained 3 tenths alone out of that corner. And there's a look at Rascal. 4 minutes 49 seconds away from Trainmeister, but he has made one of his 2 breaks. Looks like Emiliano is back out on track, and looks like he had made a 5-minute break. Cyan is out because he did a 10-minute break. So he's exactly 10 minutes and 2 seconds behind the leader, Trainmeister. And Cro-Magna already has made his 10-minute break.
Emiliano comes out after his break, takes mediums.
I know, that's why I said that.
Yeah.
All odds as well. So a few drivers then making a 5-minute break. Rascal, All Odds and Emiliano. Cyan and Crow have already made their 10 minutes. So what do you think? Do you think it's a wise move doing a 5-minute break and then another 5-minute break, or just go for the whole 10-minute break?
I think you got to take the 10-minute break. You got to take the whole thing so you can focus on racing.
And what about, like, do you want to do the 10-minute break early or later?
I guess it depends on your position. I'm really not sure what the strategy is for that here. Do you see any strategies here that you can notice from these drivers for how they're pitting and why?
No.
Yeah, me either.
No,
I'm not really.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm with you about the hard tires. They were getting those out of the way early, but the pit stops just seem to be kind of, random. Just gas needed for gas, really.
I don't know who this R Joy 007 is, but he should leave. Oh, Trainmeister's got a penalty. He's got a penalty. He surrendered the lead. Did he shortcut the Senna S's? Oh, yes. That was a definite shortcut there. I wasn't even paying attention. I was looking at the screen on my laptop. And Trainmeister's concurred a 2.5-second penalty, which he burns at the Retta Oposta, which is a penalty burn. So Gecko Racer back into the lead now. But for how long? And there's Goofy. But Goofy's still flashing red. He's going to be pitting this time by. So we're nearly halfway through this race, and the top 4 basically, separated by 8 seconds. Top 5 only by 12 seconds. And there you can just see there, back in the background there, Alex is there too. 19 seconds he is now. He's already gained at least, I think it was about, 21? No, it was about 23 seconds. So he's gained 4 seconds alone on this stint alone. He is driving like a madman, possessed right now, Alex. He will be fuming after making that mistake. He's totally driving with anger. Now let's see if Goofy will pull into the pits, which he should do. And indeed he does. So Goofy comes in to make his second stop. Now will he do his break? Will he do a 5-minute break? Will he go for another set of softs? Or will he have a set of hards to his name? Because the first stint he used the mediums. So Alex has now gone into 5th. Ismail gone into 4th. Kevlaro in 3rd. And it's going to be another set of tyres then for Goofy. And putting in some fuel in the car. So Gecko now comes out 1.2 seconds now ahead with Trey Meister making that penalty a lap ago. Kevlaro in 3rd, being now harassed by Rasco, who's trying to unlap himself from Kevlaro. Goofy's gone out with another set of soft tyres, so that's the second of his softs out of the way now, Goofy. See what must be very, very early there for Goofy to make his second pit stop, and we're not even halfway through. I mean, drivers are only allowed 2 sets of softs. They can't use 3 sets of soft, but they can use more than 1 mediums and hard tyres if they wish. So, yeah, very, very strange there. As Olos has unlapped himself from Goofy, but comes out 6 seconds ahead of Baldy, but he's on the medium tyres, as there is Cyan. Just trying to unlap himself, and there is Cro Magna. Only one of 2 drivers have done their 10-minute break. Now then, let's see what Trey Meister can do. The gap is now down to less than a second now over Gecko. In fact, it's going up again. Kevlaro's 8 seconds down behind them in 3rd. Ismail in 4th. And Alex is now catching them up now. 5 seconds behind Ismail. As it looks like there is Rascal. He's going to have a look to the inside of Kevlaro to unlap himself. And there he goes. He's done that. Although Kevlaro wants to back there. Oh, side by side out of 5. And then into Ferradura. Oh, and Kevlaro just holding on there. If it was the smartest thing for Kevlaro to do, let Rascal by. If he's the faster guy, let him through. Yeah, Rascal wants to get by Kevlaro and Hardy. The smartest thing that Kevlaro can do is just let him go by. Just let him by. Don't fight with it. Because the more times you're going to fight with it, it's you're going to lose ground on Trey Meister, and it's going to allow Alex and that lot to catch up with yous.
Yeah, Alex is doing a really good job catching up from his mistake earlier, and he still has half the race to go.
Now then, will Rascal get the run this time of Kevlaro? Will Kevlaro defend, or is he just going to let him go by? Yeah, I think that's a smart thing there for Kevlaro to do. Just let him by. Don't fight it.
Passes him again.
Oh, he's going to try and pass him again, isn't he? Oh,
no.
Goal! Oh. Wow, Rascal.
Wow.
Deary me, that was a bit close racing there. Thought there would have been contact. Yeah, sliding into the Center S. Oh, wow. He was just trying to gain grip there. And all that time, he's lost at least nearly 2 seconds alone to Trey after doing that. And Ismail now 3.2 seconds behind them.
Goofy just ran a 1:30.858, which is a super fast lap. Maybe his fastest lap so far.
If there's a blue beside his name, that... Oh, no, it's not. Well, it looks like he's done a little bit quicker than that. Yeah, looks like it is. Yeah, there's not a blue to his name, so he's done a faster lap than that. But 20 seconds behind Alex. Only 7 cars on the lead lap. There's the last guy on the lead lap. There is Baldy, just making his way out of 4 and 5. And again, Baldy finishing 8th at Fuji. Currently running 7th here the now. Hasn't yet made his 10-minute break. But having a good race there, Baldy. Trey Meister's gone into the lead again. And he's got the job. Yep, he's got it again. So Trey Meister back into the lead. And it was just simply the two on the start-finish straight. Yep, just pulls out to the left side, onto the middle of the track. Gecko not really putting up a fight. And that's back into the lead for Trey. The Let's have a look then at the gap then to Alex. 3.1 seconds he's got now on Ismail ahead. And he's now 16 seconds behind the leader, Trey and Gecko, who've been constantly battling against each other. And you can see Kevlaro in the light blue and orange, Aston in third place, followed by Rascal that's ahead of out of all of them. There's a look at Cyan there. Cyan could also be a threat to maybe step on the podium here. 11 at the moment, but he has done his 10-minute break. So he's good to go the rest of the way now on the set of hard tyres. Got about less than 50% in his car. And again, the top two, pretty much the only close battle that we've got here at the moment. Trey versus Gecko. 1 and 2. Kevlaro's about nearly 10 seconds down the road. Ismail slowly catching up to the Aston, but Alex is just really just driving the wheels off of this GTR. It's down to 2.5 seconds, and I mean, look at the lap times look at the lap times that Alex is setting. All 132s alone. In fact, lap 36 and 37 are exactly the same lap times in itself.
Consistency, so good.
Yeah, it's very, very consistent there from Alex. Absolutely. I mean, only just now that Ismail's just getting into the 32s.
Meanwhile, Goofy continues to be really fast, and he actually did run his fastest lap on lap 37. The blue's there. It's 1:30.725.
So he's only 16,000 slower than the actual fast lap, still led by Bobby, who is unfortunately not with us now. With his disconnection, unfortunately. That time it's just a 1:30.7 there for Goofy. Now then, let's see. Gecko now just about half a second now. Let's see the gap then to Alex. He's there now, 1.4 seconds. He can see that yellow car just ahead. Again, another 1:32 that time for Alex, but it's slightly going down a bit. 1:32.2, 1:32.3. The last two laps for him.
He's catching up to Ismail, who's definitely going to have to pit soon. He's almost out of gas.
Oh yes, indeed he has. Yeah, so it'll be this time by, I reckon. I don't think he can go another lap on that alone. So we're just about halfway through this race. Let's give you a rundown then of the 12 drivers still in the race. Treymeister in the lead, but the gap up to 7/10 now. He's 10 seconds ahead of Kevlaro. Ismail will be pitting in very soon to make his second stop up, I believe. Ismail will make his second stop, and Alex is all over the back now of Ismail. But Ismail, like he says, he will be pitting. Goofy in 6th, looking very quick. Baldy in 7th, he's the last car on the lead lap. Then these guys that have already done a break of 5 minutes or more. Rascal in 8th. There's our Joy, he's finally now left the room. So Rascal is in 8th. Orloz is in 9th. 10th place for Amigiano. These guys have done 5-minute breaks. Cyan is in 11th, and Cro-Magnon is in 12th, but they have done their 10 minutes. As Ismail is gone into the pits now. So Alex now is up into 4th place. Might be quite good there for Alex there, because he's still got some clean air just ahead of him. He didn't want to be stuck behind Ismail for too long. Again, another 1:32 lap time alone. That's probably about 11 laps in a row now for Alex into the low 1:32s.
Yeah, it's really amazing. The consistency that he's running with is just awesome. Lots and lots of laps, miles on this track. I bet practice for this.
Oh yeah, he's one of those guys that will practice him definitely. Like I can remember the times when we did the GT3 championships. Even if it's like a 2-week break or something like that, he'll be practicing for that race like 2 weeks before. He'll be there. He's one of the big practices in this in the ARC community, and it shows why. You can just see how he's just one of the best, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, basically perfection on the track here with just the times. Just, I mean, running 2 laps in a row with the same exact time tells you exactly how precise he can be and how well he knows the track. You know, a lot of the drivers in ARC put in a lot of effort for you guys watching out there. I mean, I see practice races for this, you know, endurance race all week long. People out here putting in work, making progress out here. It shows in this race. I mean, we're having a great race today. Lots of clean driving. You know, unfortunately the disconnects happened, but so far so good. What a good race today.
Alex dipping into the 132.5s there. That's not a number that we've not seen. A 5 compared to the 132s that he's doing, a low 32. Oh, yeah. That's unheard of. Anyway, he gained nearly a second alone on that lap to Kevlaro, who is starting to struggle with those hard tyres, and he's down to about 15% of fuel. I think Ismail's doing a break. I've just noticed there. Yes, indeed he is. So that's now 6 drivers that have not yet made a break. Just depends what Ismail's doing, a 10-minute break or a 5-minute break. Just see what it pans out for him.
Yeah, Goofy is still going pretty quickly, but he's lost a second, it seems, looking at his last lap time. And the fastest lap time on the track today is still Bobby with 1:30.709. And actually this track is 2.67 miles long. There's 15 turns. Like we said earlier, it's in Brazil, and the fastest recorded lap on this track was done by a Mercedes in 2018, Valtteri Bottas. And that's a fast car.
Indeed, it is there. Still then looking at Trey, followed by Gecko, first and second, nose to tail. Kevlaro in third still. What's Rascal doing? Rascal, he's pulled away from Kevlaro. Fair play to him for Rascal doing it though. But Alex is still gaining. He's back into the low 132s with that lap time. 132.1. So that little slight there on lap 41 has not hindered him one bit. And he is starting to really close up on the back of the Aston driver. Again, doesn't want to be holding him behind too long because he doesn't want to lose that tyre wear in front of him. He's down to about 25% of fuel left in his car though, so he'll be pitting quite soon.
Zion and Baldy are just driving really well next to each other through that turn, side by side. Cyan's actually running really consistent as well. Almost all their previous, looks like 8 laps, running a 1:32. Trey Meister and Gecko still in 1 and 2 spot. Gecko's just a little bit behind him, 0.7 seconds. They're running about the same lap times. They look to be running pretty consistent right here. I'm thinking Gecko wants to get a little closer to this car so he can catch the windbreak on it. Meanwhile, Alex is just so fast. I mean, even though, I mean, he's just catching up to everybody. He's on the tail of Kevlaro right now, and I'm sure in 2 laps he's probably going to pass him looking at it. Pro Magner bringing up last place here in the VW Bugs. Actually running really consistent times as well. 133.3 on his last lap. Taking really good turns, looking good. I don't know if he's going to be able to catch up, but he is 10 seconds behind. Oh, Migiano's slipping out a little bit there. Migiano's running good times. Came out on the medium tires after his 10-minute break.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Oh, I apologise. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Anyway, but just look at this again. This battle there. Gecko Race is starting to lose the draft away from Trainmeister. Kevlaro looks like he's making a break. Yes, indeed he is. He's 4 minutes 27 in, so that will be the 7th driver, I think, that's making a break. Baldy's yet to make one. Goofy, Hallex, Gecko. In fact, let's put the gap is into Hallex then. He's 10 seconds now behind the leader. It was 23 when he came out the pits after that the damage that was prepared on that GTR. So Hallex then driving absolutely beautiful, and again still into the 32s. That must be about at least 15 laps consecutively he's been in the 32s.
Yeah, he's just a machine, just a straight machine.
There he is there, and it's now down to less than 10 seconds now, so Hallex alone on this stint has done about 14 seconds. It's also helped that the fact that he hadn't had to battle cars for axial position. They've gone into the pits when he's just behind, behind them, yeah. So, stunning drive this is from Hallex. But again, Gecko's starting to catch back up on Tree. There's another battle going on just into the set of S's. Let's have a look to see what that is. That is Amigiano versus Orloz. And this is a battle for position. Amigiano in the Porsche, Orloz in the BMW. Two German manufacturers going at it. And Amigiano is out ahead though on a set of worn mediums. Orloz is out on slightly wornish hard tyres, but he is flashing red. Let's try it on board then with Orloz. In his, what was it, Thrustmaster, as Philo has joined. A bit too late there, Philo. Orloz didn't know what gear to go when out of turn 9. Starting to drop a little bit distance away from Amigiano in that Porsche there, but Amigiano, ooh, on the rev limiter in first, that's not going to help, and just clipping the curb out Magulo, so that's going to unsettle the car, which indeed it has, hit the AstroTurf, which you have to get off the throttle, so he's lost at least a couple of attempts alone doing that. So he's going to lose a little bit of ground now to Amigiano, just ahead of him. It looks like Kev is doing the 10-minute break. He's now into 7 minutes, so he's going to be joining the likes of... in fact, Olos is coming in right now. So Cyan, Crow have all done their 10-minute break. Who else is left? Oh, no, Ismail, sorry. And Ismail as well. He's also done his 10-minute break. And he comes out just ahead of this battle. Well, behind, sorry. The battle for the lead. And he's given Gecko not much... life, it would seem here. He's trying to pull to the inside. And he's on the faster tyres. So Gecko...
Oh, yeah.
Going into the pits now. Sorry, not Gecko. Oh, in fact, he is. He's going into the pits. So again, is this going to be another undercut from Gecko? Because the first time it did, it worked. Gecko came out 2.5 seconds ahead of Tree. So I'm wondering if he's seen a Tree and pitting in. You'd be Tree might pit in next time by. So there's a look then at Ismail. Still plenty of time then for Ismail. He's on that 42 out of 80. Like I said, there is still plenty of time for Ismail to, gain from that 12th place. He is 19 seconds still behind Crow. And he's about 46 seconds ahead behind Cyan, who makes his third stop now. No, second? Yeah, I think it's his second stop. My apologies.
Looks like Alex called a penalty, but I'm not sure what for. Probably just went off the road.
Oh, 9/10 of a second. Yeah, so let's see. It might have been going out wide out between 4 and 5. It is very easy to get a penalty out of that. So Alex then tries. Well, that's probably going to end his 32 runs anyways. Because you have to bend it across the start-finish straight. So the incredible streak of 132s is going to come to an end on this lap alone. Goofy now into 3rd place.
Trey Meister's going into pit.
Yeah, that's definitely that's definitely the reaction for Gecko Racer. So Gecko Racer now is on the soft tyres. Trey Meister, they both started on mediums. Their first pit stop was on the hards. So now this is, their second stop now. So now, yeah, and Alex has gone into the pits as well. So
Goofy's
looks like Alex is
also.
Yeah, Goofy's back into the pits. So it looks like everyone's back in sync now in terms of pitting. But more to the point, where is Gecko going to come out? And is he going to come out ahead of Trey or behind Trey? The first time when they pitted, Gecko came out ahead of Trey when he came out of... Let's see where Trey is right now. He's just coming out of the pits. He's just going down towards the chicane. Gecko Racer now. He's just approaching into the centre S's. I'll tell you what, this is going to be very, very close between the pair of them. There you can just see on the right side of your screen. Out goes Trey Meister. Gecko's going to take the long way around. It's going to be very, very close. But Gecko comes out yet again, back out in the lead. So again, the undercut has worked not once, but now twice.
Yeah, good pitch strategy has led to him getting all the room he needs in front when he comes out of there. It's been nice for him.
And looks like Alex is going to be making the first of his break. Maybe maybe a 5-minute break, or maybe a 10-minute break. But definitely, what a stint that was there for Alex, gaining at least 14 seconds on the leaders themselves. So solid effort that from Alex there, and definitely making up from that... could say catastrophic mistake, if you will.
I know, and how many places did he get down from that earlier?
He was down to about 8th place, but then, guys that were ahead of him, he didn't have to overtake them. The guys ahead of them all made a pit stop. So, again, right. Alex didn't really need to... He got that clean air, and I think that's what's more important, because if you're stuck behind a guy, it's a little bit difficult because, again, you're fighting the turbulent, the dirty air, if you will. So, I think Alex, it came all too easy there for Alex there, because he was close enough to a guy behind, but not within slipstream distance. But then they would pit. So there we go. Anyway, Trey Meister's gained at least nearly 6 tenths alone on that lap time. So I would imagine Bobby's lap time could be beaten now with the likes of Gecko and Trey now on to the second. Oh no, Trey's got a 2-second penalty. Trey's got a 2-second penalty, and he's going to burn out the Ripper Oposta. Did he shortcut again at the second part of the Senate S's?
I think he did.
Yes, he did, yep. And it's the second time he's done that. And again, the penalty came up immediately, straight afterwards.
Man. That's tough.
Well, he's not burned out of the Retta Oposta there, as Trey Meister's left! Trey Meister's left!
He's gone.
He's disconnected yet again!
Oh, no.
That is the second time he's done that. Oh, gosh. Well, we went 51 laps into it this time. It was earlier than at Fuji. Oh, but Trey is disconnected for a second time.
That's a shame. He was running so well this race.
Potential win yet again. Thrown away with the disconnect.
Man.
Well, Gecko races. Yeah, well, Gecko races.
Running a great time.
Yeah, he's purple, so he's going to set the fastest lap. He's going to beat his clanmate's time, anyways.
Well, he's real fast.
And he's going to be under no constant pressure there because Baldy's doing a break, Alex is doing a break, Goofy's doing a break, so he's going to have a huge gap then.
There it is. New fastest lap, 130.665.
Yep, indeed.
That's Gecko, fresh out of his soft tires.
Yep, and now he doesn't have the pressure of Trey now being not behind him. So Gecko Race is going to have at least a 5-minute advantage over the guy that's going to be running second place because Baldy's making a break, Alex is making a break, and Goofy's making a break. Rascal is into the pits and he'll be doing his second 5-minute break. So really the only... Well, there was your guy that could be effectively in second place at the minute here at Mediano. And Orlov's made a pit stop then. So a few cars then into the pits. Let's look at Orlov's. He's just making his way across the start-finish line to start lap 49. Cyan Coach now up into 8th. Ismail Truth is up into 9th. Kevlaro is in 10th. And he did the 10-minute break. So he's just come out of it. Cro-Magna in 11th. And 3 disconnections now. Bobby was the second one. Slimmy Cam was the first one. And then just now, Treymeister again. Second time. From a winning position too. Yeah, the disconnections are tumbling quick.
Oh, I know. It's just so unlucky, and just hope it wasn't, you know, their cat knocking over their Wi-Fi routers. Who knows, you know?
Another fastest lap for Gecko Racer, 1:35.71. He gained it by nearly a 10th of his previous lap. And he's got the freedom of the whole thing because, like I said, Baldy's officially in second place, but he's in the pits. He's doing a break. Gecko has yet to make the break, so let's see where Mediano is. Is he going to get by Goofy this lap alone? Indeed, he does, and Alex as well. So Mediano is now into third place. But like I says, he's got to do another 5-minute break. And he's got at least just about 25% of fuel in the car as well. And I think he's only made one pit stop. So he's gone 50 laps on one pit stop. He did. I think he did about what 28 laps on the hard
tires.
On the hard tires, and he's done 22 on this tires alone. So and Mediano is having a great race there now. He could actually finish quite high because there's other guys that have pitted twice or 3 times. Mediano's only pitted once.
Yeah, and he has yet to get on soft tires, and he's running 133 on average. So I'm interested to see what he can do.
I'm interested to see where he'll come out, like when he makes his second 5-minute break and then on the soft tires, and let's see what he's like with the faster tires. I was going to say it might have been a near impossible opportunity to maybe get a top 10, but the way these drivers are disconnecting, a top 10 is definitely within sight now.
Yeah, definitely.
the mediums do look a little bit very worn there. Look at the right front there. It's got about 50% wear into it. As he starts yet another lap time, going into the 34s now he is, and now he's into second place. So Baldy now down to third, and Orloz is going to follow suit too.
There's a battle here, 9 and 10. Kevlaro trying to take the inside on this straightaway.
Yeah, it's the battle for position, and looks like Kevlaro is going to pull to the inside into the centre. Ismail not giving up. Ismail doing the wisest thing there, just not battling it. Still very early on in the race, and that's ninth place then for Ismail. Could say basically a net third place with the likes of Treymeister disappearing. Maybe Rascal too. Rascal's out now, so he's done his 10-minute break now. Well, his 2 5-minute stops. So watch out for Rascal. He could be a threat for a podium, and he's on the faster tyres now, so...
And you could tell that lap that he just ran was really good looking and fast. 1:30.6.
That's an outlap, though. His previous lap was a 7-minute 11, so that 1:30 would be an outlap. And you can see he's purple, so he's going to go into the low 30s here. Actually, Kevlaro had the fastest lap, 1:30.555, but that's going to be smashed here by Rascal in the Peugeot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is going to be like a low 130. This is going to be like a 1:30.0, I reckon. Oh, 1:30.3. So we lost a bit of time there, but he does now set the fastest lap of the race. And looking at the gap there, he's only 9 minutes and 41 seconds behind Gecko. So if Gecko makes his 10-second stop, Rascal will come out ahead of Gecko. But then this is the problem here with Rascal, and I don't want to do a commentator's curse on him. He was in a good position at Fuji before losing it big time twice, and he ended up costing it a really good position. I think it was, well, definitely a podium was in reach for Rascal, but then again, like I says, when he made those 2 mistakes, it cost him big time. Orloz now up into third spot. Hallex should be changing the tyres very soon now. I'd say about another 20 seconds or so. Baldy, he's doing a 10-minute break. Goofy's doing a 10-minute break. He should be going very, very soon. So as it stands at the moment here, Gecko Racer has not made a 10-minute break. Amidrano's done a 5-minute break. Orloz has done a 5-minute break. And the Baldy one all the way down to last place have all done their 10-minute breaks. So this race is not over yet, though, for Gecko Racer, even though the gap is like 5 minutes 24. This race is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, Rascal comes out now ahead of Hallex now. Hallex is still not yet coming out. He should be coming out very soon then. Anyway, Cyan has got up into 6th place, so he's passed Hallex too. As there's blue flags that's being waved there to him. Who would that be? Would that be Gecko? Yeah, that is Gecko. And I think out goes... Who was that just coming out of the pits? Was that Hallex? No, Hallex is just coming out right now. Hallex is just
coming out right now.
Yeah, there was someone else that just come out of the pits right now. I don't know who was that. Oh, it might have been Kevlaro, actually. No, I don't think it... No, I don't know. No, it can't be Kevlaro because he's been out as well. Oh, I don't know. Right then, Rascal then. 5th place for him. Cyan in 6th, 14 seconds down the road. Medrano 2nd, Orloz 3rd, Baldy in 4th, but he's nearly going to be finishing his 10-minute stop. So that's going to put Rascal effectively then into a net 2nd place. As there's a mess there, looks like for 7th and 8th there, as Goofy has managed to get by Kevlaro now. That was at turn 10. Let's see, here's a replay. Let's have a look at the back of it. Oh, was Kevlaro trying to make a pass on Goofy? Looks like it was.
Yeah, he passed.
Yeah, so... Goofy just defended his position quite well, yeah. Indeed he did. Oh, in fact, Kevlaro now has actually gone by Goofy. And it was just late braking at Junção. That's how Kevlaro got the spot. Now, the careful thing about it is you've got Ismail Truth now that's behind him. So it looks like we're going to have ourselves a good scrap there between Kevlaro, Goofy, Ismail, and Hallex is only 6.7 seconds behind this lot now. And Hallex has gone to the soft tyres, so that 130.339 could be under threat then with Hallex then, because he's on the faster tyre. It'll be quite intriguing to see what his lap time will be. Orlo's trying to put a lap on Crow. Crow now sitting in 10th. Who's that in 11th? It'll be Baldy, isn't it? Yeah, Baldy's just come out now.
Baldy's on the way out.
On a set of mediums, which is perfectly fine. He's already used one set of mediums. That's okay. It's only 2 sets of softs that you can race on. Nothing else. Let's have a look then at this battle then, as looked like Kevlaro was starting to pull away there. Midrano's starting to struggle on those medium tyres there. He should be pitting this time very soon, I reckon, because those mediums are really going away from him. Goofy's unlapped himself, and I think Ismail is going to be stuck behind the Porsche driver. Tries to hold on to the inside line, and he's unlapped himself from a Midrano. Jeez, oh, look at the front tyres of a Midrano. They've definitely fallen off the cliff.
Oh my goodness.
They have completely gone off the cliff.
And you can tell if you look at his times, he's paying for it.
Yeah, he's dipped into the 35s now. In fact, what are all his times doing? He's gone into the 35s as well, and he's on the faster tyres. So maybe Orlo's not too confident on the set of softs now. Well, not unless if he's made a couple of mistakes there to do into the 35s. His best lap has been a 31.7. Purple sector then for Hallex then. He's purple in sector 2. Let's ride on board with Hallex. He did his best lap of a 130. In fact, Rascal even went quicker there on that lap there. 130.238. Now, is Rascal going to be quicker on that lap as Midrano finally comes into the pits?
Alex is fast.
129.971. He is on a mission now.
That is on fire. He's finally breaking the mold of the 132s.
Definitely, yeah, and that's just because of the fact he's only got 50% of fuel in the car. So, like I said, you know, soft tyres, not a lot of fuel in, you're going to be a lot more quicker. Now, is Midrano doing his second 5-minute break? Yes, indeed, he is. So, Orlo's then is yet to do his second 5-minute break, and Gecko Racer still out in the lead. He's actually just put another lap on Orlo's. So, effectively now, let's see what the gap is then. He has, I say that's nearly like a 4-lap lead. Yeah, so Gecko Racer's lead is 4 laps ahead of the guy in second place. But like I said, Gecko has yet to make a 10-minute break or a 5-minute breaks. Right, let's see then. Let's have a look then at Hallex there. Absolutely on the ragged edge, and he is clawing Goofy and Ismail in such an incredible hurry. In Rascal's terms, he is a man on a mission. He likes saying that phrase, does Rascal, and that is certainly what Hallex says. Is he going purple again? No, he doesn't, a 130.131, but still, definitely, he was nearly 2 seconds quicker than this battle ahead for 7th and 8th. Kevlaro was up in the distance. How far back is he? He's 4 seconds up the road from the battle there, but Hallex is, he is flying. It's looked like there is a battle then ahead. Goofy versus Ismail on the inside at the Interlagos. Ismail nearly slams the door on him. Now this is going to give an opportunity for Alex, but he's hit the AstroTurf. Kind of lost a little bit of momentum there. Now, Alex will need to get by these two in a hurry. He'll have to get by them. He doesn't want to be stuck behind these two. So Alex has got to be showing a little bit of patience here. Looks like he's got to size Goofy up. Then is he going to make the move into Junkel? No, he's not. He's going to get the run out of Junkel. Get the power on early. And will that GTR have more grunt than the Toyota? It's right in the tool. Goofy going defensive. Is he going to get the tool from Ismail ahead in the Corvette? He's going to pull to the inside now. Across the start-finish line. And Goofy not really defending the spot. And Alex is through. He's up to 8th place. Now his next target is Ismail. Half a second up the road. Here he goes then. Pulls out to the inside of Ismail, and that's 2. And I think that was perfectly judged there. Absolutely.
Yeah, beautifully done.
Yeah, absolutely. Although Ismail wants it back, and he's not too shabby to give a fight back to Alex. And then Alex there just shuts the door right in Ismail's face, and he says, "No, I'm having that spot, and I'm going it off into the distance." So his next target now is Kevlaro in the Aston, 5.3 seconds ahead up the road.
Ismail in the Corvette has been running really steady times for his past, 8 laps or so. He's looking good.
Yeah, the little blips into the 32s, but other than that, very good there. 131.2 his best lap. 131.4, 131.7, 131.4, 131.6. So up and down-ish, but still in within the same second. It's still very consistent. Give a shout out as well to Cyan. We ain't talking a lot about Cyan, but he is doing a tremendous job in his, I believe it's his first ever ARC race, and he's sitting there in 4th place. Started 3rd, fell back to about 6th or 7th for that. Well, I think it was about down to as low as 6th in the early runnings of the race. Made his 10-minute break, and there he is now up into to 4th position. So Cyan there having an excellent race there. Definitely a fine debut, I have to say there for Cyan. And now Rascal still into the high 30s, so those soft tyres are starting to fall off the cliff though. But he is 9 minutes 39 seconds though behind Gecko. And looks like Gecko's going to do the same strategy what he did in the first round, and that was make his 10-minute stop quite later. Rascal on the ragged edge out of Junkel, nearly losing the rear out of that corner. And you can tell he's definitely pushing it. Let's look then at Alex. He's already gained nearly pretty much 1.5 seconds alone on Kevlaro.
Did Amigiano already take? He's on the way out, but that's his second 5-minute, right?
Yeah, that's his second 5-minute. Yeah, so he's done his 10-minute break.
But he's on the way out. Soft tires.
Yeah, Amigiano will be dead. I think Amigiano will have a really good finish here. That's only his second stop. The guys ahead of him have done more than 2 stops anyway, so Amigiano could be on course here for a really good finish here. And now he's on the faster tyres. He's good to go. I tell you what, having a fresh set of soft tyres is definitely a lot more better than where the driving in a worn set of mediums, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they were bad looking too. They were shabby.
Yeah, especially the front, they were gone. Olas then is now dipped into the 36s, and he's just flashed red now, so Olas then, he's going to be making a pit stop. He really should make a pit stop now, because he shouldn't be losing too much time here, I reckon. No, he's going to stay out and do another lap time. Another one. He's dipped into the 36s now. When it's Gecko Racers just flashing into the red, so he's going to be making a pit stop this time by, I reckon, and you could just see the difference there. I mean, the tyre wear between Orlos to Gecko Racer, they're both in BMWs, but Gecko Racer's doing 131s, Orlos is doing 136s. That's 5 seconds a lap. That's huge.
Oh, that is huge.
And they're both pretty much got the same tyre wear as each other. Only the difference is that Orlos has got better rear tyres than what Gecko has. Let's have a look then at Hallex then. He is catching to Kevlaro, 2.3 seconds the gap. He's into the 1 minute 30s now. Meanwhile, Ismail and Goofy still having their battle for 7th and 8th. Cro-Magnon in 9th. He is 18 seconds behind Goofy. As Gecko Racer now comes in to make a pit stop. Now, will this be a 5-minute break or will it be a 10-minute break? Or will he go for another change of tyres and make his last pit stop does the 10-minute break then? About to find out here. Looks like they're ready for the set of tyres on him. Now, is he going to go for a break? He's doing a break. So this is it then for Gecko. It's either 5 or 10 minutes for him. Orlos has gone into the 35s that last lap. So he's found a little bit of pace out of that car. 8 tenths quick on that lap alone. There's a look at Cyan. Still running in a very solid 4th position. It does say on the screen he is 10 minutes and 1 second behind the leader Gecko, but Gecko's only just started his break. So that gap will come down quite big. It's just a matter of what is Gecko going to do, if it's a 5-minute break or a 10-minute break. How far back is Tarasco to Orlos? Orlos is 6 minutes 31 behind Gecko Racer. Rascal's 9 minutes and 40, so it's about 3 minutes and 9. And Rascal's had an excellent stint on these tyres alone here. Soft's looking still quite good, and the fuel's just about, say, 28% left of fuel in this car, so Rascal having a great stint on these tyres. Oh, and Kevlaro now. It's looking ominous for Kevlaro because that white GTR is getting closer and closer in his rear view mirror. I mean, there's some certain times in stuff like that. If the guy's right behind you, if he's faster than you, I mean, what can you do? What can you actually do? You're driving your heart out, and then you got this guy that's coming up behind you. It was like 5 seconds, and it was 4, 3, 2, 1. It must be so demoralising to see like the guy behind you catching up, and it's you think to yourself, what can you do? What's he finding that I can't get? That I can't find it. But anyway, he goes through. He's up to 5th place.
No.
So the recovery drive from the incident midway through the race, he's up to 5th position. His next target is Cyan, 6.4 seconds down the road. Oh, we've got a GTFU guy in there. Slugs, he's saying, let's go Cyan and Ismail. Yeah, Cyan having a great debut, running 4th place, qualified 3rd, and Ismail still running in a fine at 7th place, not hitting the heights of 4th like he did at Fuji when he was battling with TS BAP. Unfortunately, TS BAP didn't make the Lobby A race. No sign of what's happening in the Lobby B race, whoever's out in front in that one, but I'm sure it's just as compelling as it is as this battle here. Oh, is this race that's going on? Orlos is into the pits now, so the top 2 into the pits. Orlos actually did a 134.8 So he did 136s, 135s, and in the last 2 laps he went quicker. That's quite interesting. Maybe he was on fuel mixer and he forgot to turn it. In fact, he's doing his second 5-minute break. So, oh, Cyan's into the pits as well. I believe that was the first of his soft tyres that he's used. And so too was Ismail. So Ismail into the pits as well.
I don't know about any context, but I can give you a rundown of the top 5 in Lobby B right now. We got
go on in.
Rager in first. DD Rager's in first. Guzas is pulling in second. TS Baps in third. Defiance in fourth, and Kurt's in fifth. That's the update from Lobby B.
Oh, okay then. So Furious 2. Oh, not nice if he's made a break or something like that. I'm not too sure. Looks like Gecko is maybe doing a... Well, I don't want to speculate just yet, though. Anyway, here comes Rascal. So, Rascal... His lap times are getting slower and slower now. 131.1, 132.2, 132.2, 131.3. That last lap was a 131.7. And with Cyan making that pit stop, it's allowed again Alex to go up into 4th place. And effectively, there's like, what, 19 laps to go. 19 laps to go then for Alex, and he's 26 seconds down the road on Rascal. Or behind Rascal, sorry. But I feel that Rascal will have to pit. Rascal's going to have to pit a little bit earlier than Alex here, so... Let's see. It looks like to me Gecko's going for the 10-minute stop here. I think it might have been, yeah, because he would have been on 6 minutes and then he would have gone out then. So Gecko's going for the 10-minute stop as well as Orloz. So that's your top 2 finishing their 10-minute break. So it looks like everyone will have finished their 10-minute breaks, and it's just going to be a straight bite fight again for the last 20 laps remaining. As Rascal's going to put an actual lap on the Baldy one, sitting in 10th place. That's the blue lights and the blue flags have been waved to Baldy, but Baldy doesn't need to move out the way just yet, though. He does have a little gap to Rascal, who has now gone into 2nd place now. He's passed Orloz. So he's probably got like another, maybe 2 more laps left or so to pass Gecko Racer to the lead of the race. Kevlaro's going to pull into the pits to make another stop. Goofy in 6th. Cyan in 7th on the faster tyre now. Starting to pull away from Crow Magna there. That's for 7th and 8th. But Crow's on a worn set of soft tyres and flashing red, so Crow should be pitting possibly this time by. And as expected there, Crow into the pits. Oh, Stray was trying to do a 2-stop soft stint. Okay.
Just the talent of these drivers to be consistent in all of their turns and the lines that they take is just amazing.
Yeah, and again, it's just all down to the practice that they do. You know, they practice like a week before, 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before this event would happen. Actually, since the race is, I don't know, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but the race has gone a little bit into a lull at the moment here. thoughts on GT7 then? Because it's coming out very soon now, isn't it? March the 4th is going to be out, and got some old returning tracks coming back, you know, like Trial Mountain, High Speed Ring. They've only just announced Daytona International Raceway is going to be on the schedule soon.
I know, Daytona. Yeah, it looks amazing. Coming back. I'm super pumped. Yeah, it looks. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know if everybody out there in TV land has a PlayStation 5 or not, but it looks good. The last video that came out is so beautiful. I mean, God.
Yeah, it'd be quite refreshing to see these drivers go out and race on returning tracks, or possibly even new fantasy ones, you know, like we said with Dragon Trail coming. Is it Dragon Trail? No, Trial Mountain, isn't it? Yeah, Trial Mountain and Daytona. So it's going to be a lot more tracks open up then for ARC to use. Now, is this going to put into the lead for Rascal as he tries to put a lap then? Yes, indeed he does. So Rascal now into the lead of the race then. Gecko Racer will come out very, very soon as the Rascal tries to hug the inside line, not to make contact with the bold one, who's now up into 8th place now. And Alex is now in 2nd place, 22 seconds now. It's about 15 laps to go, 16 laps to go, sorry. So 22 seconds and 16 laps. It's going to be pretty difficult. And he's flashing red too, so as well as Rascal. But Rascal's got a bit more fuel in his Peugeot.
I think Gecko should have been out, or he's... There he is. He's coming out now.
Yeah, he's coming out right now, yeah. So... Gecko's not out here on the podium, or let alone for a win. I think he's going to come out ahead of Kev, though. Oh, he's going to come out ahead of Cyan, I think. Yes, indeed he is. So Gecko's going to come out in 4th. I think that's actually quite important as well for Gecko. No one ahead of him, so he doesn't need to fight with Dirty Air. And again, he's on a set of super softs too, so he's got 8.2 seconds to catch up on Goofy. I'm just wondering if Gecko's actually good to go the rest of the way. Could he do another 15 laps on a set of soft tyres? I think it's definitely possible.
I think it's possible. I think he can do it.
Yeah, I think he could. So Gecko might be good to go the rest of the way. I know for the fact that Rascal's going to be pitting very soon, and Alex is going to be pitting this time by, so this will be his last pit stop. And it's going to be quite interesting if he comes out behind or just ahead of Gecko. And what is Goofy? Goofy's he's just about less than 25% on the fuel gauge, so Goofy won't be pitting in for like another... Goofy won't be pitting in for... Well, put it this way, that's definitely not 15 laps of fuel in his tank anyways. So he's going to be pitting... Right. I'd say maybe 5 laps or so. Now, where's Gecko Racer? He's just going into the centre S's. Where is Hallex? Hallex is going to come out. Yeah, Gecko's come out ahead. So Gecko gone out ahead of Hallex. And what will the gap be? There's Cyan as well. Cyan's going to come out ahead.
Oh, so he takes 5th.
He takes 5th place. So Cyan back into 4th. There is Kevlar. You just seen him in the background. He didn't take advantage of the Hallex coming out the pits, but stays in 6th position. So you'd have to feel all these guys are good enough to make it to the rest of the way. Gecko, Cyan, Hallex, as Baldy will make his, presumably his last pit stop. Migiano is still in 10th position, and Orlo's in 11th. And he did his best lap of a 1:31.507. But I'm just wondering, those times what he did there, the 1:35, the 1:36, I wonder if he actually genuinely forgot to turn down his fuel mixture. He must have done, because he's setting 1:31s now. And there's another 1:31 right there, hugs up against the pit wall. Baldy one now is in last position. And Rascal should be pitting this time by. And he might come out, he will come out possibly ahead. Yeah, he will come out ahead in the lead, so to speak. possibly about maybe 10 seconds ahead of Goofy. So Rascal, no pressure then. It's been a very, very good race here. Non-mistake race here for Rascal. Again, I don't want to put any commentator's curse on anyone, but it's been a great drive race from Rascal. He loves this track. I did see earlier in the stream, he did win the World Cup final race in Lobby B. He did win it. And now Rascal will come into the pit lane. And he will come out in the lead, but the gap will be down to roughly about maybe 12, 13 seconds at least. So no pressure then for Rascal when he comes in and comes out. All eyes though on Hallex. He's gaining on Cyan. 1.1 seconds is the gap. And again, Hallex is purple, and this is going to be even better for him because he's going to possibly get the tow from Cyan out of Young Cow. Not just though, just about a second behind.
Oh, Goofy going into pit. Gecko will take second.
Gecko will go into the lead, but oh no,
wow.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. What's... Oh, wait a second here. Where's Rascal? Oh, there he is. He's out the pits now. He's just gone onto the red top poster, so that's all right then. So the gap then, 14 seconds then to Gecko Racer. Now, where is Hallex? He's still behind him. Set the fastest lap yet again. 1:29.959. Only improved it by a couple of hundredths of a second.
Wow.
But he's
Hallex
got to...
is fast. He's been consistently the fastest that I can see out here. He's looking so good.
He's purple in sector 1. That's because he's getting the tow from Cyan just ahead of him. And you could just see second place Gecko just ahead too. So Hallex, effectively, you could say the best he could do is second place if Rascal doesn't do a mistake, which I'm hoping not. Not to sound biased or anything like that, but I want to see a different winner.
Goofy comes out of the pit right now on hard tires. What a choice. That's going to be tough for him.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of leeway. 11 seconds on Crow in 8th, Adriano in 9th. And he's looked like he's doing some still steady lap times, if you will. Yeah, into the 132s he goes there. Maybe the 2-stop that he's done so far looks like it's not really worked. I thought it would have been. He would have been a bet.
His fastest lap of the race, 1:30.7.
Yeah, Baldy, yeah, catching. Maybe it's just a little bit too little, too late though to catch Adriano. He's 14 seconds down the road. The only problem is though, is Rascal was just behind him. And he's using the second centre of soft tyres as Hallex has gone into 3rd place around the outside of Cyan into the centre S as they go. If he can hold us side by side with Cyan, he's going to have the inside for the second part. And he's up to 3rd place now, 4 seconds now behind his Gecko. And again, Hallex setting purple again, 1:29.911. Someone called the police on him because he is on fire at the moment. Ooh. Oh, careful, God. To see him just twitching out of 4.
Yeah.
Dear me.
Again, Adriano running his tires very, very long. His soft tires are looking a little worse for the wear now. He decides to go into the pits.
Yeah, he comes into the pits right now. Yep, indeed he does. So this will be his last stop. Actually, from what I can see, he'll just need to put on some fresh sets of tough tyres. He doesn't need to put fuel in the car.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he shouldn't fuel up, to be fair. He should not really fuel the car up. That should be good enough to go to the finish. Because I think we've seen Hallex come into the pits like a couple of laps ago and go up to about 60 odd, so... Yeah, he shouldn't put fuel in the car. Yeah, exactly. No fuel in the car. He's going to come out, though, in last place, though. But the thing is, though, is all Oz is on the same straightaway as him. Now, meanwhile, Rascal has lapped the Baldy one. And that will put him actually now 1 lap down. So we've only got 8 cars now on the lead lap. Baldy is the first one to be a lap down. Orloz is 5.3 seconds behind Baldy, and Amigiano just coming out of the pit lane. Someone has spun. Someone has spun out of Yunkao. Who was that? Is that Goofy? It's Goofy. Goofy's had a problem out of Yunkao. Just lost the rear. Just completely lost the rear. Oh, that's an odd place there. Not, yeah, he must have touched the little astral bit on the exit of Yunkao, and that made the car go around. So that's made him lose. That made him actually lose 7th place, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cro-Magnus gone by. So a little bit of a, not really a forced mistake from Goofy. Just again, lapse of concentration for him, and just lost potentially a 7th place there in the making. The only problem is that their Crow's on the faster tyres, so...
Meanwhile, Rascal up in first place has been running a faster and faster lap. The last 3 laps here, after looking good.
Yeah, he's extended the gap up to 15 seconds now over Gecko Racer. Hallex is only 3.5 seconds down the road behind Gecko, so he's not really gaining that much on Gecko. Meanwhile, Hallex has got some lap traffic to defend. That's Amigiano in the Porsche ahead of him. Cyan is just holding on into 4th place, but he's losing touch over Hallex. But he's doing a very good job keeping Hallex in his sight. Let's ride on board with him. As we're now down to the last 10 laps of the race. We've just gone by the 2-hour mark in this race. Rascal leads, Gecko 2nd, Hallex 3rd, Cyan in 4th, and Kevlaro 5th there. 27 seconds then separating 1st to 5th, and Ismail having another good race in that Corvette there, running in P6. And it was also, well, shout out to Cro-Magnus, 7th place in the Beetle. Last lap comparisons then for Gecko, 130.7, Hallex a 130.3. He's gained 4 tenths alone on this lap, but again, he's got that lap traffic of Amigiano just ahead of him. Ooh, that looked at nearly of a corner cut from Hallex. Did he get away with it? We had seen Treemeister going over that and got like a penalty for it. Looks like Hallex just barely got away with that. Still everything rosy for Rascal. He's got, about 8.5 more laps left then to secure another win at Interlagos. Again, another very sizable gap, 15 seconds he has over Racing Asylum's Gecko Racer. Hallex is catching in 3rd. Cyan losing touch of Hallex, but still in a very fine 4th place, and he's going to hold on to it, barring if he doesn't make a mistake. Kevlaro, I think he started in 5th. Looks like he's going to end up finishing in 5th place. Ismail Truth in 6th. There's a look at Cro-Magnus still in 7th. Goofy in 8th, trying to recover from the mistake that he did on lap 69. Baldy in 9th. Orloz in 10th, and Amigiano in 11th place. But looks like he's going to be under pressure now from Hallex now, which he should move out of the way, which he does do indeed there. So good clean driving there from Amigiano. Let's Hallex move out the way. Let's move out the way for Hallex to go by. Now the thing with Gecko is that he should be catching up with Orloz just ahead. There he is. 130.6 there for Gecko compared to a 130.1 from Hallex. So he's gained half a second alone that last lap. So the battle for 2nd place is not over yet, and we're nearly at the end of the race now.
Down here looking at Lobby B again, we got first place TS Bat. Second place following up is Kurt. Third place right now is Furious 2. That's the top 3 in Lobby B right now.
Okie dokie then, so Bat could be on course then for a win in the Lobby B class. That would be good for the DTFU boys.
Oh yeah.
Now then, lap 74 out of 80. There's the flagman waving the blue flag there for Orlos to move out the way. We don't want to see a potential spoiler for second place. We don't want to see anything like that happening though. But last lap comparisons then. Gecko into the 131s now. Hallex to the 130.0. So he's gained over nearly, well, just over a second on that lap now. Oh, Cro-Mag now nearly out of shape out of Young Cow. There's a look at the Baldy one then. In the top 10 in 9th. Now, is Amidrano catching up to Orlos? In fact, he is. Amidrano's catching up to Orlos. But Orlos is going to, well, he's actually let Gecko race out of the way. And he's going to try and move out of the way for Hallex. Or was it going to be a bit of a blocker? He's going to be a little bit of a blocker there for Hallex. Oh,
into the grass.
Yeah, he should have let Hallex the room out of Bico de Pato, but he's going to lose a lot of momentum, and through into 10th place now goes Amidrano. Actually gets into the side of him. And Orlos lost that lots of momentum there. He just nearly got into the back. Well, Hallex nearly got into the back of him, and it just compensated. Got Magulo completely wrong, just twerking it big style, and then there goes Amidrano on the inside. So that battle then for 10th place is not over just yet. As Orlos is wanting to find it back. Let's ride on board then with Orlos. Furious battle for 10th place, furious battle for 3rd place. Sorry, for 2nd place. Amidrano weaving left and right, and you can see further forward there, Gecko Racer to the inside. Going into 4 and 5. Now has Hallex got the crisscross on him? Yes,
Alex
indeed he does.
Yes.
He's side by side though, but he's got the outside of Ferradura. Oh, and he's got it. Hallex is up to 2nd.
What a pass. That was great.
And he sized that up there. He sized that up, went for the crisscross, and it paid off. It paid dividends. Yeah, so basically 2nd is probably the best that Hallex could do. Again, if he hadn't have made that mistake, he would have been a lot more closer to Rascal, if not ahead of Rascal. But Rascal just having a casual drive as we're coming down then for 5 more laps of Interlagos. And I tell you what, this is a very good redemption here for Rascal if he can hold on for another 5 laps there. The problems that he had at Fuji, he was absolutely fuming he made those mistakes. But he certainly eradicated those problems today anyways. Now let's see if Gecko can just hold on to Hallex. I don't know if he can. Just about in the toe of Hallex in the GTR. It's just a case of can he keep up with Hallex then within those last 5 laps. Give a shout out as well to Cyan. He is still winning in 4th place, but Kevlaro was catching a little bit by the looks of it. Yeah, 6 seconds. It was a little bit more than that from Cyan to Kevlaro. I want to see lap times comparisons. No, Cyan's been doing some consistent lap times as well as Kevlaro. It's just that Kevlaro's been a little bit quicker than Cyan. So if Kevlaro can find at least maybe 1.2 seconds a lap on Cyan, we could have a battle on the last lap for 4th place.
There's a lot of good racing going right now.
Just, yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Slugs is just saying, looks like a fun race series, been good to watch. If you want to get yourself involved, the more the merrier, you know. The next round will be at Monza, will be in a month's time. If you want to sign up for it, we have a Discord chat. You have the likes of, Ismail. He'll probably give you a link into the, I don't think there's a Discord link in the description. But if you want to race it in round 3, you're more than welcome to. We'll put you through a rookie test, do 2 races. And if you're deemed clean enough, you could may enter round 3 at Monza for the 400 lap endurance race.
Not only that, but all the drivers in ARC are willing to give out tips and help you out if you have any questions. These guys are super helpful.
Gap down. Oh, excuse me there. My throat's suddenly going now. I had a little burp there. Gap down to Cyan is now less than 5 seconds. Not good enough, you feel. It looks like Gecko Racer's losing the touch away from Hallex there. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd place, the best he can do.
I think so, yeah.
Not unless if Hallex will make another mistake, which, like I said, we have seen it before. He is human after all.
He's a machine. I don't know what you're talking about.
He may be a machine.
That's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, he is a machine, but he has been prone to make a few mistakes here and there, like earlier today. But this has been quite a recovery drive, this, from Hallex there, after making a mistake. Fell down to like as low as, 8th place or so, and then he just picked off one by one, even though the guys ahead of him went and made a pit stop. But what a drive this is then. Kevlaro's gap to Cyan, still less than 5 seconds. I think Cyan's going to hold on for 4th place, and I mean, that's a really solid start there for Cyan, making his debut in ARC. He's going to get a top 5 away from it. Absolute, what a drive this has been for Cyan.
Yeah, just consistent, good pit stops. I mean, he's taking great lines. He's racing real clean. So just glad to see it. Happy to see it.
And Ismail on for another good finish. A 6th place. Had the 4th in race 1. So it's going to be another strong finish there for the Turkish driver, Cro-Magna. Good run for him. 7th. As we're nearly coming in to have 2 more laps worth of racing. Goofy in 8th. Could have had 7th if he hadn't made that mistake out of Juncal. But still, 8th place is still very good. He's about to be lapped, though, by Rascal, who has started his penultimate lap. And Migiano still in 10th place, and he's pulled a lot away from Orloz in that BMW. And he's just about flashing red. But he's good enough to go to the rest of the way anyways. But here's a full lap down. 2 minutes behind the leader, Rascal, who is just making his way through the tight, trusty complex here. And there is, he's just about to put a lap then on Goofy to put 7 cars on the lead lap. If he can get by him.
Yeah, Rascal drove great today. I mean, he's been in ARC for 2 years. I think he's got lots of wins, right? I mean, won the multi-class endurance series.
Yeah, he and his fellow Cha Slider racing teammate Charles won all 4 races in the endurance series. His last win was actually at this track in the Lobby A World Cup. He did have a win in the Renault Clios as well. The only problem is he always keeps racing against Hallex, and we know how fast Hallex has been, but since Hallex has made that mistake, this has been a flawless race here for Rascal. He's just driven absolutely brilliantly. He hasn't even put a foot wrong in this race at all. He's probably the only driver, as well as Gecko, and Cyan as well, maybe Kevlaro as well, to have not made really a mistake at all in this track. It's been an absolutely tremendous drive this from Rascal. definitely will give him a lot of confidence going in towards round 3 at Monza in a month's time, for sure, anyways. But Alex, that's the best he can do for his 2nd place. Gecko's the best he can do is in 3rd place. Now let's see if Kevlado's not really gaining that gap there on Cyan, 4.6 seconds. So it looks like Cyan's going to hold on for a brilliant 4th place and Kevlado on for a decent 5th. No any real major battles that's going on, no. But here comes Rascal then out of Magulo, and he's going to go into Young Cow. And just like what we said about 30 seconds to go, absolute flawless drive. Did not make a mistake at all this whole entire time. Consistent all the way from lap 1 and to 2. He's already weaving left and right because he knows he's got the win in the bag. He knows it as well. Flashes the lights then. Rascal gets his 1st win of the season.
All right.
1st win of the season then for Rascal. Goofy crosses the line in 8th place, and the first guy to finish a lap down. Then we've got to wait at least 17 seconds then for Alex to cross the line in P2. Boldy's crossing the line in 9th place. Top 10 there for Boldy. Good job to him. Alex, P2 for him. And Gecko Racer, 6th he started and ended up finishing in 3rd place. Here comes Amigiano crossing the line in 10th place there, sorry. And Orlos then flashing the lights then. All these drivers will be absolutely shattered after this race there by doing another 80 laps or so. Orlos then flashing the lights then to cross the line in 3rd place there. Cyan gets 4th place. And I think Kevlado's just run out of fuel across the line in 5th. I think he did. Kevlado ran out of fuel on the line but still gets 5th place. Ismail Truth gets 6th place. Fair play though, as well as Cyan there. 4th place for him on his debut in ARC stream there. Superb effort there from I'm guessing that's the Welshman. There is Ismail, 6th place for him. And the last guy to cross the line is Crow. There he is, 7th place. Crow. Dearly me. What was that line there, Crow? Is that a new line he's invented? He's even got a half a second penalty for doing it.
Oh, man.
Go on, burn it. There you go. Burn it quickly. There he goes. And just crosses the line there. And he was the last one to cross the line. But in 7th place. Oh, did Slippy Cam actually stayed in to watch the whole race? Because his name was still in there.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, well done there to Rascal there. Absolutely deserved it. Absolutely deserved it again.
Deserved.
Yep, well deserved indeed. No mistakes at all. And that is what it's all about. So we'll give you the unofficial results there. Rascal takes his 1st win of the season. Alex, again, keep talking about it. That mistake really cost him of a win. But still, P2, though, that's a great recovery drive from him. Gecko Racer in 3rd. He'll be quite chuffed with that. Definitely. Cyan, very impressive from him. 4th place for him. Kevlado, P5 in the Aston. Solid drive from Kevlado. Ismail, 4th in race 1. He's got 6th here in race 2. Good effort from him. Crow Magnus 7th. Goofy in 8th. Baldy 1 gets a top 10. Amigiano gets 10th overall. Orlos in 11th place. And we had 3 disconnections, unfortunately. Trainmaster was the first one when he was battling with Gecko Racer for the lead. Then we had Bobby in the Lamborghini, and then poor old Slimmy Cam, who was the first to disconnect very early on, but showed very good signs early on in that race there, Slimmy. So disappointment there for those 3 guys who were disconnected. And that is it then. That is it for round 2 of the ARC 400 Lap Championship Endurance Series. What do you think of that then, Duke?
Oh, man, it was exciting. These guys are just, they're just so good. It's really enjoyable to watch them. It was fun chatting with you. Glad to be here. I just look forward to next time.
Yeah, I think that, so I believe the next stream race will be, I think it is next month for round 3 of the championship. I'm not too sure when the GR3 championship starts soon. But I know it'll be quite soon this year, so I don't know. I'm guessing, that's my guess. So I'm guessing that the next streamed event will be next month at Monza. So we're looking forward to that. ARC around Monza always has some amazing racing, so looking forward for that. So anyway, we're just going to end the stream here because my throat is just about gone. So I've been Savvy.
Yep, I'm Kick-a-Duke.
And we will see you next month then for round 3 at the halfway point of the championship. See you later.
Bye, everybody.